Hey there, and welcome back to Dungeons After Dark, where I, your DM, Andrew Taylor, sit around and play my favorite game, Dungeons and Dragons, with some of my favorite people. Tonight, you'll notice that we are down a player. Chris Jensen is not here. That is because he is on his honeymoon. He is celebrating his honeymoon, so he will not be back for 2 weeks. So during the holiday break, spoiler alert, we're shooting this over the Christmas time frame, we will be doing one-shots. And posting those to our page. So tonight we are going back in time. But before we do that, I'm going to throw it to our players to introduce themselves and who they will be playing tonight. So I'll start with Mike. Mike, who are you and what you playing?
Hey, what's going on? Mikey B, Magic Mike, Asian Persuasion. You choose what you like.
Cutting all that.
Like, all right, to Mike.
I will be playing a level 10 wizard orc, kind of weird, named Zibby. He's going to be a 5'5" orc that kind of suffers from dwarfism and from the orc world, has a height complex, and just thinks he's the king shit. And I'll get this kicked off, and I'll help. We'll discover the character along. I kind of have something in my mind, but we'll figure it out together.
Spoiler alert, he built this character today. Kyle.
Same.
Oh, fuck you, Chris.
Cut.
My name's Kyle. I'll be playing Asmar Warlock named Albus. Just pretty basic Asmar guy. Nothing, special. Just a soldier.
No Azamor dwarfism, apparently?
No weird dwarfism, no.
Okay. Tucker, who you playing tonight? What's his name?
Hey, I'm Tucker. I will be playing Salvador. He's a bugbear cleric.
Bugbear cleric.
Also food for thought. Built this as we're speaking. So we'll see how it goes. Never played a cleric, so we'll see what happens.
All right. And last but certainly not least, Christian, who are you playing tonight?
I will be playing Fako Sarnoth, the Dragonborn Rogue Sorcerer.
Can you please put that name in your handle so I don't?
Sure.
Yeah, that'll be helpful. Yeah, Kyle, if you could change your name as well.
Tobacco?
Yeah, please, Fako.
Tell me you use the random name generator without telling me you use the random name generator.
What do you mean? I came up top of my head.
I use the random name generator for mine. Also, I will be playing a character tonight as a full player.
Yeah!
I've done this many times before. In fact, the first campaign that I ever DM'd, I was both the DM and a player in. So I'm very familiar with this. You guys will be playing tonight with Captain Turok. Captain Turok, you guys would know, and we'll explain why when we get into the session. So, with that out of the way, and Captain Turok, he's a paladin, dwarf paladin. With that out of the way, why don't we kind of jump into what we're doing tonight? So for tonight, we're staying on the continent of Xata, but we are rolling back the clock from where we stand almost 300 years ago to the year 84 of the Zaltan Imperial Calendar. It is the end of a bloody 3-year war that at its culmination will be known as the Bleeding War. For 3 years, the elves of the Great Wood have been rebelling against the rule of the Great Emperor. In those 3 years, the Great Emperor's forces, backed by the new Hadozi forces in the woods, have pushed all the way into the woods to the last bastion of the elves, known as Evergreen City. So, at the end of the war, things have gotten brutal. Just last week, the Emperor has decreed that all adult elves will be put to the sword at the end of this war, and that the children will be raised in the forest by the Hadozi, who will be granted rulership of the woods. Each of you are a member, as spellcasters, are members of the Emperor's elite forces. Some call them spies, some call them assassins, but they are spellcasters known as the Arcanum Tenebrae. The Arcanum Tenebrae are a group that the Emperor will sometimes wield as a sword and sometimes as a quill. Sometimes he'll implant them for long periods of time inside of different kingdoms or different cities, just to make sure that things go his way. However, during the war, this 3-year bloody Vietnam-style, Congo-style fighting, the Arcanum Tenebrae have been used as a scalpel. You have each completed assassinations missions with inside of these woods during this war. High level, some of you. Princes, nephews of the king. All of these have fallen by your spellcasting. Tonight, you have been summoned to the edge of Evergreen City. We are about 2 miles outside of the city limits. And when I say city, you would all know that Evergreen City is more of a, it's basically a 10 square mile area that the elves call home. There are different styles of structures, some of them ancient in stone, some of them new in wood, some of them built in the trees, some of them on the ground. This hodgepodge kind of beautiful elvish settlement that is merged into Evergreen City. At its heart is the ancient founding place of the Great Woods, a great stone complex that is your target. So, as we gather here on the edge of the woods, as you all pop in from your different teleportation spells, different scrolls that you've used to get here to the specified location, we begin. It is 11 o'clock at night. The moon is nowhere to be found. In fact, all 3 moons are in total eclipse. It is the darkest night of the next century. Under the cover of this darkness, you all emerge. And as you pop into existence, each of you would notice each other and a figure that seems to be waiting at this precise location for you. As you pop into existence and you identify the person standing in front of you, everyone make history checks.
15.
And
15 as well.
good at things too. Bullshit.
Well, I got a 14.
Okay. DC on this is not hard. DC on this was 12. This is because the person standing in front of you, outside of the Grey Emperor, is probably the most infamous person in all of Xata. Standing in front of you is a dwarven paladin known as the Oathbreaker. This is Captain Tarak, and he is the most decorated fighter in the entirety of this war. He personally has slew the king just last week in single combat on the Crimson River. In fact, much of tonight, the planning of which was done by Captain Tarak and the Grey Emperor himself. Those of you that rolled a 14 or better identify that Captain Tarak, you understand why he is known as the Oathbreaker. At this, about 10 years ago, at the start of this mini era that is known as the Era of Rebellion, Steelhaven was the first kingdom to rebel. Captain Tarak, at the time, was the general and commander of the forces of Steelhaven. However, he broke his oath to the line of Rorik Roderick and abandoned them for the Grey Emperor. Captain Tarak has killed not 1, not 2, but 3 rulers in his time. He has personally put an end to the leader of each rebellion. This will be the fourth. As you approach, Captain Tarak raises a hand. You see there's a torch lit in it. He goes, "Over here. On me."
Do we somewhat know each other in this? Like
You would
combat?
each no. So again, you guys, the Arcanum Tenebrae do not operate as a unit. You are 100% always used to operating individually. The fact that you've been called here and appear to be in a group is very strange, to say the least. This would be a first for all of you to be summoned to one location with other members of the Arcanum Tenebrae. It's designed that only the Great Emperor typically knows who everyone is.
And we know who this guy is. Like we've.
You all know who Captain Tarak is.
Okay.
Is it just us five that are right in front of the oath, or us four? That
You see, yeah, as you guys look around, each of you would see 4 other people. You'd see the players that you have at the table. There's 5 people standing here.
Hey, what's going on here? Why is there so many people here? Well, I thought we were by ourselves.
God damn it. I love it.
Wow, hate that.
Yeah, well, it's
He's gonna
clear-
get. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
Oh, it's clearly something very important that we have. God, I had a voice.
Why are you Italian?
Doing an Italian voice threw me off.
Everyone's
Fuck.
fucking Italian
God
this
damn
time, yeah?
Hey, what do you
Go ahead. I'll think of my voice again. Fucking
So,
hearing Mikey's Italian ass voice fucking got me.
Italian.
as you guys start walking up, Tarak's just going to go, "The Emperor himself has called you here. He's chosen you from amongst his flock for an important assignment. Tonight, we end this war once and for all. The last remaining rebel leader has claimed Evergreen City as her home. The Emperor will lead 1,000 men to the front of Evergreen City and launch a last-ditch assault. We do not care. We are going in the back."
That's what she said, baby.
We?
Yes, I understand that, unlike the Grey Legions, you Tenebrae are not, shall we say, team players. But tonight you'll have to put that aside.
Wait, Oathbreaker, you telling me I have to work with these fuckers?
Wow, you're very Italian.
Did we change it?
No, you're fine. Stick with what you go. It's your game
We're
too.
all Italian tonight. Why are you
God
talking like
damn
that,
it.
my guy? What's your accent? I
Hey,
can't.
my
place
guy,
your
what you doing?
accent.
Maybe next week we just all do like Italian accents.
That would be funny.
And she's like, please, please, please. Say that.
Yeah, it's your guys' table, so please. I mean, he's giving you your assignment. You're free to ask questions.
God, I'm still trying to think of my fucking voice.
Just do it in Italian.
So you're telling God, fuck.
Just do
Your
normal
fucking
voice.
Italian voice right off the rip fucked me up.
Just do your normal voice. Just send it.
So you're telling me that you gathered all of us here. Are we to expect something crazy trouble wise? Because never worked with anyone else. It's never been so difficult that you needed 5 of us.
This target is special. And so we need a special team to bring her in. She has eluded us at every turn. She has beaten us in every battle she's fought. She hides in the woods, but now she's pinned in. We are after Aina. You guys would be taken aback by the name. Each of you,
I'm taking it back.
various times through this war, has been given the task to find Aina. and you were not even able to get close. With all the skills, with all the tricks, she's eluded you all. She is by far the person who kept this rebellion going. Cutting off the head of the snake would end this once and for all.
Ah, that bitch has had me at every turn. It'll be good to see her put down.
So you're telling me she's around here somewhere?
I'm telling you that she's inside of the keep.
So you're fucking telling us
God damn it.
I felt like
she's in the fucking keep?
Fucking mob family? What the hell?
Yes. We believe she's inside the keep. We believe she's some sort of effort to save the last of her people. Now that the Emperor's decree has gone, well, wide, everyone knows what to expect, and all are fearful of the end. So, unfortunately for all of you, there's a bit of a complication.
what would that be?
Tonight, we are not here to kill Aina. We are here to capture her. The Emperor has questions. It's the point of this entire war. She is important.
Okay,
Do
so
we have do we have any idea how many forces she has in the keep, or what are we walking ourselves into here? I mean, if there's 5 of us, it's gonna be a lot more difficult to sneak in and out, especially since all of us are used to working alone and have never worked together before.
There are likely 3,000 to 5,000 elves inside Evergreen City.
Sheesh.
But the Emperor's attack, with the Emperor leading at the front, will certainly draw the bulk of their forces. They will want to put down the Emperor and see their opportunity when they have no other choice.
So it sounds like just a quick in the back, snatch her up, and where are we meeting to drop her off once we have her?
The Shadowfell.
Doable.
okay, so what's the plan, Oathbreaker? What are we doing? We going in there? We sneaking in? We barging in? What we doing? We gonna cut some throats? Stab some people? What are we doing?
Yes, well, everyone except for Aina will die. Any adult elves, by the Emperor's decree, will be put down. Any children are not to be harmed. Everyone else will die. Aina must be taken alive. If you are given the option of killing Aina or dying yourself, I suggest you die.
I'm not trying to start making promises here, but self-preservation is kind of my motto.
Have you ever seen... I just saw that pop up.
I did. I just closed it out. I didn't see what it said.
Have you ever seen the Emperor in rage? I guarantee that death is a much safer route.
So dying either way. Okay.
No. Bring her alive, and we will all be rewarded with peace and prosperity. So,
How alive we talking?
I don't even know what you said.
All right.
How alive are we talking?
Yeah, okay, I got it that time. He goes,
Really, man, is very Boston.
alive.
Well, I've
Not gonna
been
lie.
known to kill and bring back a handful of people. I'm sure if someone slips up, it won't be an issue.
My brain just stopped thinking in an Italian accent. That's how long I've been hooked on that.
6 minutes, got it.
Baco,
Alright.
I see you wanting to say something. Go ahead.
What's the plan? How do we get in?
Ooh, stoic barbaric. I like.
There are paths into Evergreen City. Paths that, shall we say, an informant have given us. Paths that are dangerous, but not impossible. We aim for one such path. On the outskirts of Evergreen City, along the Great Wall, there is a gate. It is always guarded by 2 stellar guards. They will be difficult to defeat. But once inside, we have no way of knowing what we will face.
Very well.
So, with the team having met, well, you guys haven't even introduced yourself. None of you
Yeah, yeah.
each other. So if you'd like to introduce, you don't have to, because that is kind of the way of the Arcanum Tenebrae. You probably never give somebody your real name, because the Tenebrae are typically designed to not know about each other on purpose.
SCI, if you will.
So
What does that mean?
as we walk
So
to the gate through the woods, 2 things. 1, a stealth check from everyone.
Ooh, I'm not good at that. 8.
Damn, 9. Poor roll.
24.
Oh, I roll at disadvantage for that. Oh boy, 8.
Oh boy.
13.
Okay, we are not a quiet party.
There's a lot of gesturing, a lot of talking over people.
So wow, good thing we have no Italian friends that watch our YouTube channel.
Hey,
I mean, this is how we boom. We just piss off the Italian community, and they just start watching our shit.
we're literally only appealing to fucking Jersey.
Awesome, like this.
So as we march through the woods, we are not a quiet party. Some of us are quieter than others, but as we go, we are definitely making noise. It takes about, moving stealthily, about an hour. By the time the gate is in view through the wood line, we can begin to hear the distant sounds of a battle. Very distant, but we can hear, I mean, it is 7,000 people fighting. It is a lot. So, we approach the gate. I would like everyone to make perception checks. We are hiding in the wood line. There's about 50 feet of wood between us and then about a 10-foot clearing to the gate. So we got about 60 feet between us and the gate.
Natural 20.
All right.
Nice.
Concentration.
18?
Oh, 19.
Total of 23.
Okay. Tarak's good at literally one thing and one thing only. And we'll get there eventually.
I got
I got a 9. The natural 20 will do it. The 15s will do it. 18, 19 will definitely do it. So, as you guys are in the wood line and you're staring out into the distance, let me depict to you what you see by bringing it up on a fucking battle map.
Glass shatters.
Glass shatters? What?
Yeah, it smash cuts into Stone Cold Steve Austin's open.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
I'm gonna say you went from
It
John
goes
Cena
straight
to
from John Cena to Stone Cold.
It's like that claw machine.
Yeah, it's hard. Shit's hard. All right. Yeah, that would be super helpful if you sat over there today.
That'd be super.
Superty duperty.
That would be so fetch.
Flippity boopity.
Don't say fetch. It's never going to be a thing. Okay. So here's what we got, guys.
Hmm.
Bum bum. Bum bum.
I actually kind of like that.
Bum bum. I was not in a mental state to physically handle Mikey going that hard, that Italian, that fast. It really threw me.
Yeah, I
So-
wasn't ready.
Our party.
Oh, just
is slightly off map. Here in No. I want them to be able to see me too.
you can see me.
Can you that's probably good enough for you guys, right? Or do you want
Yeah,
to
that's good. I mean, you can zoom
That's
in more
fine.
if you'd like.
Well, this way we'll still be able to see you.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are off down here. You can see just the very tippy tops of your heads down here. In front of us, about 45, 50 feet away, are 3 guards. Not 2. You see 1 on either side of the doorway, this large 10-foot wide metal gate. You can see through the grate of the gate. There's like a stone pathway that enters into this large, like, old stone complex. And standing kind of maybe 5 feet away from them, in front of them, is another taller, more slender elf. This looks like a high elf of some sort of stature. They are wearing fine robes. That is what you have in front of you. So, for the first time tonight, what would the party like to do?
As a super stealthy rogue, can I try to sneak up off to the side of them, like kind of leave the party? I'll kind of actually, I'll turn to the party and I'll ask, on my signal or yours?
Are we gonna try to kill him or sneak past him?
We're going to kill them.
All right. Then on your signal.
The rock from the back goes, all elves must die.
Well,
That's right.
Eldritch Blast.
Very well. And then I'll be off.
I will, I'm gonna kind of hang right where I am, just kind of like basically dig in a little bit. As long as I'm within 60 feet.
Okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We'll not do it yet. All right. So let me get my characters right here. So Fakos is my dragonborn.
Mhm.
Which direction would you like to go? Would you like to go left this way or this way?
Left is fine as long as I can stay in the wood line out of sight.
Okay.
And just kind of sneak up. I kind of want to be close to them and
I will have you make a new stealth check for me, please.
absolutely. That is a 17 on the die plus 6.
23. It's a damn good roll, my friend. So with a
Hell yeah.
23, here's what I'll say. You can move up. I'd say you feel very hidden, like in this general area. It is very, very dark here. But you, based on what you can see, would you like to move to the next tree, or would you like to try to stay? Would you like to stay where you are? Remember this, I did say this is the darkest year. It's a total eclipse of all 3 moons.
I have Devil Sight,
All right.
so shouldn't be an issue. So I'm going to keep going a little bit more forward. I wonder, hang on, let me read how this spell. Oh man, do I want to just blow it all? No, not yet.
Eldritch Blast.
Ooh, Edge, hold it in. Edge, baby, Edge.
Yeah, I'm good there, and I'm going to prepare while they're all getting situated. I think for now, spell slot management. Oh man, I gotta get used to this with my wizard. I'd like to try to cast blink at some point. After I jump out and attack them, but
Okay.
I'll wait for them to get situated first.
Okay. Who wants to go next? Anybody want to move from where they are? Or
How far away am I from them?
35 from the lead element.
Okay, that's good then. I just want to kind of like get ready, and then I'm gonna prepare something as soon as I see someone move.
Okay. Can I go now?
Yeah.
All right. I would like to just walk out of the wood line, and I want to cast command on the guy in the front. It's a DC 19 Wisdom save.
Okay. As you walk out of the wood line, I'll let you cast that spell,
Haja.
and then we're gonna roll initiative. So that will be surprise gone. You are casting what?
Command.
What's the save?
Wisdom 19.
That is a save.
Oh my god!
Strelf goes, so we will have a little bit of fun. I need everyone to roll initiative.
Uh-oh.
I'll let you get your held action off.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Fakos, I will let you cast Blink if you'd like to cast Blink now.
No, the situation's changed a little bit.
I'm not a member of a team. Fuck you guys.
All right. Let me start this encounter. Why do I have a fella? What?
Beelzebub.
I think that's you. It's weird.
Fella.
Yeah, it says fella. I have fella, Albos, Fakos, and my character.
Fella.
Something's
Hey,
wrong.
fella.
Let me go back. I think the encounter builder just did a thing.
Zibby's a fellow.
Oh boy. Let's go here. There we go. Salvador. I got 2 Salvadors. I think that's Tucker's fucking...
I rolled a 2 for initiative, and I just rolled something else for what I'm about to do.
Now, that should fix it. There we go. Okay, Zibby, what'd you do?
Very fun.
Holy.
Albus,
14.
Fakos,
19.
Salvador.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 2.
What's your modifier?
1. So I rolled a 1, but I got 2.
I was hoping you'd be like -2.
So-
What?
Let me change my music here. You guys can't hear it, but it's just for my tempo.
It's for me too.
Just romantic ambient setting for you and Mike.
So, as we jump into initiative, at first we have Zibby, followed by Falcos, followed by Albus, followed by some things, followed by the captain, followed by Salvador at the end. So, at the top of initiative order, we have Zibby. Zibby, start us off, my friend.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Firebolt at the dude on my right, your left.
Okay.
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
This guy. 24. You fire bolt, you said?
Firebolt.
Fire bolt. That
Firebolt.
will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
11 points of damage.
11 points. Okay. Zibby, what else you got, brother? You guys watch as Zibby launches a firebolt. It just erupts from his hand and just shoots through the dark sky and hits one of these elf guards right in the chest. And you see it light up. It looks like a wood elf. Zibby?
Dumb question, Warcaster. That only counts when I do opportunity attacks.
Correct. And you get advantage on Constitution saving throws to maintain advantage.
Yeah.
Or concentration.
Concentration.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna move. Wait, where am I at? There I am. I'm just gonna. And I'm gonna reposition myself in that.
After Zibby launches his fire bolt and runs to the the tree, Fakos, it is now your turn. What would you like to do, Fakos?
All right. So, oh man, how do I get advantage?
Did we get to do our first things?
Weren't you holding an action?
I have.
I was gonna cast Blink, but it plans have changed. So I think I'm going to try. Can I attempt to stealth up behind orange
Yeah.
bottom guy here?
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah, so you're still technically stealth and hidden behind this tree. I did make a perception check. They did not see you, so you can absolutely attempt to stealth from tree to tree, and then make a sneak attack.
Yes, I would like to try to do that.
So if you can go 30 feet around and then come back and sneak up, and you'll be right behind this guy.
That's perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna make a perception check. Natural 1 on the perception check. This elf is so preoccupied with what's going on. Just this one guy walks out of the one line, casts the spell, it doesn't work. Another guy slams a firebolt into his chief, and now you are right behind him. Go ahead and make your attack at advantage with surprise.
All right, so let's see what we can do, baby. 17 on the die plus 7. I assume that's gonna hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah. All right, so that is with my dagger of venom. That is, we'll get the easy one out of the way first. That is going to be 5 points of damage plus sneak attack, which is an extra 2d6. 5, 10, 16 plus 2d10 for the venom.
The venom.
So sorry, guys, I wasn't prepared. I don't have my d10s.
First stagers.
Stay jitters. That is going to be another 15. 31 points of damage.
Very nice. That is a big boy hit. You guys don't even see it from your vantage point. But all you see is the elf to the right of the gate from your viewpoint scream loudly and reach behind them. Fakos, what else you got?
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to raise my hand. Not even, yeah, to the guy I just stabbed. Now I'm going to say, your death will be violent. And cast Violent Death on him.
All right.
So when he dies, if he dies within the next minute, he will explode and inflict 1d12 damage to all creatures within 10-foot radius.
I love seeing my homebrew spells from previous campaigns pop up in other stuff.
I found it and I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I enjoy
Yes.
that one. It's all. I was thinking crowd control, so fun times.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe after the spell, Fakos, that would conclude your turn. You've already used all your movement.
Mm-hmm.
Albus, you are up next, my friend. What would you like to do? You are standing out in the open, about 10 feet from one guy and 15 to 20 feet from the other guy.
How unfortunate. I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself, and I'm going to turn into a giant ape.
Of course you are.
The classic. I coined that shit.
What else do we do at this table besides polymorph into a giant ape?
Giant ape.
I coined it.
Giant ape.
It's been done.
Where's my giant ape?
Tried and true.
It is tried and true.
Where's my giant ape?
And somebody find me some fucking rocks.
Where's my giant ape?
I'll give you a giant ape.
There he is. And Albus disappears from view as a giant fucking silverback gorilla hops to where Albus was. Albus, you cast Polymorph.
Yeah.
That is your action.
I'm just gonna charge him. I'm gonna stand right in front of him. I'm gonna basically square up with homie in front.
All right. Squaring up with homie in front, King Kong and the elf.
King Kong in this bitch.
Albus, does that conclude your turn?
Yes.
All right. Albus polymorphs into a giant gorilla, rushes up, and starts to intimidate the elf in front of him. That brings us to the elves. Their initiative order was 13, 10, and 8. They all go in order. So, the first elf honor guard. They are going to... Yeah. So, guy over here, the little guy in the dark robes, he is going to see the giant fucking gorilla pop up, panic, and he's going to launch 2 radiant rays right at you, Albus, because you are the scariest fucking thing in the woods right now. So,
Goddamn right I am.
the first, they're both spell attacks. So let me roll some damage or some dice. Natural 20 on the first.
Oh boy.
It's a spell, so I rolled 2
Using his loaded die.
I rolled 2 natural 20s in a row.
Ah, as I stated right before he said that.
Jesus.
He's
He
using
ordered
his
one.
loaded die.
It's my chocolate covered dice.
His loaded die.
It's also the one I rolled a natural 1 on earlier. All right, so 2 naturals in a row. That's fun for me.
That was wild.
So it's a total of 8d10 doubled.
Holy hell! So a max of 160 points for one
Mhm.
attack.
Yeah.
Just-
You dead.
You know I like rolling hot on these fucking one-shots.
It's true.
You don't just do it here.
All right, so
I
what
want to make that clear.
8d10 total.
It's truth. It's truth.
God, they better hope they fucking kill me.
Just immediately puts down your ape and then one taps you as with the other one. Ah!
I kind of hope one day we have to fight like 5
70
gelatinous blobs.
A total of 70 points of radiant damage.
A lot, not as bad as it could have been.
The giant apes they're resistant to radiant, last I heard. Especially when they're blasting Phil Collins, I think it gives them a power boost.
It does not. So,
Good try.
Blasting Phil Collins.
that astral elf is going to shoot the 2 radiant beams. You guys watch as the giant gorilla is absolutely fucking floored by 2 heavy impacts of magic. This elf is then going to take off 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and hide behind this tree. He's now got half covered from everyone that's a spellcaster right now. That ends that elf's turn. Up next is the elf commander.
Give it to me, baby.
The elf commander is standing right in front of Albus. She is going to make 2 scimitar attacks.
Gimme, gimme.
First is a 22 to hit. Second is just a 17.
Why do you even roll? You know what I'm saying? Like, what? You know, you're gonna hit. You're gonna hit.
Okay, 1d6 plus 2. So
There hasn't been any chance involved.
13 points of slashing damage.
Man doesn't miss.
$21 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty.
The elf is then going to use a bonus action to Starlight Step and is going to teleport 30 feet away.
Ooh, he wants to get away, but he cannot get away.
Now hiding, not really in the wood line, not really behind a tree, but just kind of between 2 trees. Up next, after that elf slashes twice, you guys are watching as the gorilla is getting absolutely fucking hammered. It is now the second honor guard's turn.
Oh, I'll never go.
That honor guard just got stabbed in the back is going to turn around, identify the asshole standing behind her, and is going to take 2 attacks, 2 longsword attacks.
Oh, it's not me, baby.
And I would have put him out of commission right as you cast him.
First one's a natural 2 that misses.
I'd say 20.
Me too. I was gonna be like, huh?
Second one's a 22 to hit.
Fucking misses you, of course. It's okay.
Shield.
All right, with the shield, it'll miss. And both of those attacks, you watch in quick unison as the first one swings wide. Falcos is able to dodge out of the way. The second one, you watch as a magical shield goes up, hits the barrier, and the sword stops. That elf is going to stay put and attempt to continue the fight with you, Falcos. At the end of that elf's turn, it brings us to Captain Tarak. I've been thinking about this shit all day. Captain Tarak is going to pull out a humongous fucking greatsword, twice the size of his body, and is going to rush 5, let's see here, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's going to rush 30 feet. Can just make it to the Astral Elf, or not the Astral Elf, the Elf Commander. And he's going to do 2 things. First, as a bonus action, he's going to cast Blinding Smite. So the next time he hits with an attack, the creature takes an extra 3d8 radiant damage and has to make a Constitution saving throw or is blind. He's then going to take 2 swings with his greatsword. Here's the first. A 19 on the die, which is a critical for Captain Tarak. So that is first one is a crit. That will also be pumped into it a 3rd level Divine Smite.
Oh.
So that's a total of 6d8 plus 2d6 doubled. I like this character.
Yeah.
That's the first.
I also enjoy him. He's doing things. Spoiler alert, guys. I'm not going to do a lot of things.
You're doing a lot of things, bro.
No.
You are a giant monkey.
What's 66 plus 32?
That's like 90.
98.
98 points of damage on the first.
First?
It was a critical. And I pumped a 3rd level smite and a blinding smite into it. Oh, they got to make a Constitution saving throw. They fail.
Which one is he attacking?
The elf commander.
Oh, hell yeah.
So I said, what, 98?
Yep.
He's level 10, by the way. Just so everyone's aware. 98, this elf is looking fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
I would hope so.
And on... No, that was both attacks, sorry. I already rolled both attacks damage. So 98 points of damage total from Gunther's attacks. He critted, but he did not roll an extra 20, so his sword does not do the extra damage. Is there anything I can do to pump this fucking guy dead? Nope. All right. That ends Captain Tarak's turn. He's going to stay there and engage with this guard. Or that guard captain. The guard captain looks incredibly fucked up. Is got two huge gashes across their chest, and they are bleeding profusely. I could not have asked for a better first turn for my one-shot character. I love critting. At the end of Tarak's turn, that brings us to the bottom of the order to Salvador.
Thank God.
Here comes a theft.
The action I was gonna do. So I'm just gonna. No one would see it, but you would hear it. I'm just gonna pull out a horn, and it would, as I blow it, it would almost sound. If anyone's ever knows what the ring wraiths are, the like squeal scream they make, just. And with it, I will. There's gonna be like these spirit things that kind of come out of the ground around the enemies. Specifically, what it does. Horn of the Endless Maze. I already rolled for the amount of warrior spirits. It was actually shockingly good. So there's going to be 12 warrior spirits that are going to, I would say 9 are going to appear right at the feet of the 2 that are near that tree. And then the additional 3 will appear near the single guy.
Do me a favor and just read the effect of the item for me.
Yep. So you can use an action to blow this horn. In response, 3d4 plus 3 warrior spirits from the abyss appear within 60 feet of you. They look like minotaurs and use the statistics of a berserker. They return to the abyss after 1 hour or when they drop to 0 hit points. Once you use this horn, it can't be used again until 7 days has passed.
I think you went too early there.
All right, how many did you get?
12. I actually rolled pretty good. 4, 3, 2, plus 3.
Oh shit, they're for an hour? Oh fuck.
And I looked up, I have the stats for the berserkers pulled up as well, and I pre-built out like a list with their HP so I can keep track of it.
Okay. All right, now where do you want these assholes?
Just put 9 of them generally around the 2 and then 3 around the 1. And then I'll go ahead and start rolling for these fuckers. Alright. This is gonna be...
You can make all of these at advantage.
you wanna just tell me their HP so I can speed run this?
No?
Or not HP, sorry,
AC.
AC.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I believe it's 17, but let me check.
Okay, well then first one is gonna hit. Keep track of this. First one will hit. Second one.
Yeah, it's 17.
Okay. Advantage.
You guys watch
Second one's gonna
as
hit.
Salvador, this member of the Tenebrae whose name you don't know, steps up, blows a loud-ass fucking horn on what is supposed to be a stealth mission to the back door, announces where you are, and summons 12 fucked up Minotaur servants all around the battlefield.
These are going great, guys.
Oh, really good. Great.
I love watching your rolls come through. They're all like 6s, 7s, and 9s.
That was just the last couple. So far, we're at 5 out of 12. 5 hit so far.
You guys
Oh
remember
shit.
the time?
Nat 20. Can you remember
Yeah.
one Nat 20 for me?
Sure.
Remember that time where I rolled 2 crits in a row on my first turn?
That was fucking
That was
insane.
crazy. Wow. That was nuts, man. Good times.
It was a fun
Yeah,
time.
it hurted.
Good times.
It hurted a bunch.
Yeah. You guys ever hear an Aztec death whistle?
All right, so
Yes.
6 will hit. 7 will hit. One of which is a crit. Everyone else misses.
Okay, so 6 hits, 1 crit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Can I just roll it all as one lump?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, I'll make it quick.
Well, no, because you're attacking 2 different creatures.
Okay,
so-
then I'll do.
3, you can decide who you want to hit, basically. You got 3 on one guy, and then...
Well, there's definitely 3 different creatures he's attacking.
That's true, you're attacking 3
Yeah.
different creatures, so you gotta split it up.
Okay.
Well, can't you just roll the ones for damage and then just spread that across all of them? Ones you want
Yeah.
to hit.
I'm
Sure.
gonna.
Yeah,
I'll
we can
roll
do
the.
that, yeah.
I'm gonna roll the natural 20 first on the dude that looks fucked up. It's just a single D12, so don't get too excited.
Theft.
14 points of damage to the first dude.
The Knight Commander dies. You guys watch as one of these fucked up Minotaur comes up and swings this shadowed blade and just absolutely fucking cuts in half this elf commander.
2 points of damage to the other guy. Plus, oh wow, plus 1. Wow, plus another 1. We're at 4 points so far. 3, 4. Then the other 3 attacks are on the other single dude, because I only
Alright.
got 7 out of the 12.
That's fine.
Wow, really poor. 10 points of damage to the other dude.
All right. The 2 elves watch their commander get cut down. They both hiss, like, and engage, prepare to engage for the next round.
I'm gonna start sprinting up to for my movement up to the. Can I reach the guy that's behind the tree?
Are you the bugbear? You're the bugbear, right?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's see here. 5, 10, 15, 20. No, you cannot.
Okay. Just get me as close as I can, I guess.
Okay, I got you there. You
And
are
then-
blocked by your allies.
That works. I guess. Well, they haven't. Yeah, that works. I don't think it doesn't say anything about their movement or when they move, so I assume they're just there until my next turn.
All right. At the end of Salvador's very productive turn, that brings us to the top of the order with Zibby, followed by Fakos, with Albus on deck.
All right, I'm gonna do magic missiles.
Magic missiles.
Through the pee hole.
Magic missiles automatically hit. You just gotta roll your damage.
Okay.
Really good. Baldur's Gate 3.
Oh, double force for max 8 points.
To which one?
So it's 3. Do I have to roll each attack individually, right? Each hit is 3.
Yeah, so you roll your damage for each one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the first one is 8. Second one is 7. Third one is 5. So I'm gonna do 5, 7 over here.
Each one should be a
It's-
D4.
Yeah.
Each of those magic missiles should be a D4.
It's 2d4 because it's Jim's magic missile.
So Jim's magic missile is a different spell. You said magic
Okay,
missile.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Jim's magic
Jim's
missile,
magic missile.
you do have to roll for.
Okay, cool.
What did Jim do?
God, I hear just cheating.
So first
Jim's deal.
15, second
17 will hit.
17 again.
Those will both hit.
Next one was a 15.
That will not. So for each.
No, that was 17. That was all just a dot. I had to add 9 to
Oh, okay. Then they'll all hit.
it. Yeah, okay, they all hit. So I mean, just carrying over what I rolled through. So the first one was going to be 8.7 to 5.
Okay, to which ones?
So the first 2 are going to hit the guard in front of me over here.
Okay.
And then that third one's going to go over to the other guard.
Okay.
So it's going to be 15 points to one, 5 points to the other.
All right. The guard with the orange base that's engaged with Fakos
Mhm.
is starting to look a little banged up. What else you got? Anything else, Zibby?
Nope. That's fine. Because I don't have the. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't have insight with casting something where you do an action and a cantrip.
Warcaster.
No, I have Warcaster. Warcaster is the one for opportunity attacks.
Heightened. It's either heightened spell or twin spell, but yeah.
That's heightened spell. That's it. Heightened spell.
All right. Quicken spell. Zibby is followed by Fakos, followed by Albus. Your turn.
Fakos is going to bonus action disengage.
Okay. Bonus action disengaged.
And I'm gonna work my way kind of in between, up, kind of next to the monkey, sort of in between the two. And I like to imagine it's like an anime where you just kind of fucking after images and fucking moves. But
You can describe it that way, man. You guys add as much flair as you want when you're describing your attacks. Something we can all do better on, I think. Be as sexy or as anime as you want to fucking be.
alright, so I'm gonna lean in before I leave and be like, you might as well lay down, you're already dead. And fucking disengage. And then I'm going to, oh man, it's been a while since I've been a sorcerer. I could twin spell. Can I, how far away am I from the other one that's alive?
40 feet, 50 feet,
30 feet.
or 30.
And I'm more than 10 feet away from the guy that I just left, right?
No, you're 5 feet.
You can be.
Yeah, I'd like to get out of the 10-foot radius I know I just set up. Yeah, right there's perfect. And I will twin spell, Metamatic twin spell, Ice Knife,
Ooh, very nice.
and throw one at each.
All right.
Let's see, the one on orange guy, that is an 18 plus 8. I am rolling hot tonight, boys.
Yes, you are. That hit.
So that is going to be a D10. And then he needs to make a dex save.
Natural 20 on the die.
All right, so he will only take 8 points of damage.
Okay.
The other guy, that is a 18 on the die, or not on the die. Sorry, 18 total.
Natural 1 on the die for his save.
Excellent. So he's gonna take, that's a 10 plus 2d6. Ooh, it's gonna take 19 points of damage as the ice knife explodes.
Good ice knife.
That was a
Just
good
watch as Fakos leans in, whispers something to the elf, ducks underneath the guard, rushes about 15 feet, pulls his arms back, throws 2 ice knives at different directions, and you guys watch them both hit home. The one explodes, doing additional damage. Both of these elves are starting to look pretty banged up. Fakos, I believe you've used most of your movement, but you still have some left if you'd like to continue moving.
Yeah, I think I will continue stepping back for now. Sort of just one more step back, so the monkey's kind of more in line of sight for that, guys.
All right. Speaking of the monkey, Albus, you transformed and you polymorphed into a great ape and then got absolutely fucking schwacked. You are pissed off. What would you like to do?
I have a passive perception of 14. With a 14, do I see any rock?
With any rock?
Yeah. Do I see rock?
We are on a forest floor. If there is debris that you would like to pick up, you may absolutely have debris. Tree branches, rocks.
Rock.
Okay.
Picking rock or any like cinder, anything. And I'm making a ranged attack with giant ape to throw rock at the guy who hit me with those 2 laser beams.
Sure. With passive perception of 14, you're a big ass gorilla, a giant ape, not even a gorilla, just a giant ass ape. You can absolutely pick up a large rock and just toss it like a fucking
Fuck yeah.
football.
It has a whole mechanic for the giant ape.
Yep. Yeah, it does.
Oh, you bitch. It was almost a nat 20, but it's 19 for 28 to hit.
That'll hit. Which one are you throwing at? Orange or the other guy?
The other guy, because he's the one who laser beamed me. I'm a monkey. Oh my goodness. I don't even have that yet. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
I had a good fart just now. I just want to write it into that.
30.
Nice.
I won't cut that either. I'm keeping that in.
36 points of bludgeoning damage.
36 points of bludgeoning damage. This elf is on death's door. You guys watch as the ape gets fucking blasted. A couple of seconds later, he screams in rage, picks up a fucking boulder, and yeets it at this fucking elf, and just absolutely fucking
waylays
him. When the elf stands up, he is shattered. His arm is barely able to pick up his sword, and he is not looking good at all.
And then I'm going to use my movement to walk up on Orange. I'm just going to be up on him.
Okay. Alrighty. At the end of Albus's turn, a very impressive giant ape turn, it is the elf's turn. First thing this fucking elf is going to do, well, I guess, how do I want to do this? Which boy is this? Oh, this is this guy. All right, so it's this guy's turn over here first. First thing he's going to do, let's see. He saw you blow the horn and saw you, he's got a passive perception of 18, so he saw you blow the horn and saw the creatures come up the ground. he's going to make the assumption that you are the key to getting rid of this shit. And he's going to absolutely fucking unload on you. So he's going to let off 2 radiant rays right at your chest.
Come at me.
All right, here we go. These are spell attacks. The modifier to hit. That was almost another nat 20. That's a 21 to hit.
That will just hit.
And a 20 to hit.
20 will also just hit.
Okay. Both will hit. That's going to be a total of 8d10.
Oh!
But it's not doubled like his were.
Thank goodness.
$29 points of radiant damage.
Owie.
Okay, that ends his. Let's go to the next boy. She was drinking water. The first guy's going to launch off 2 of these radiant beams. The next guy, damn. I mean, I don't really have much of a choice here. Elf is going to just.
Yeah.
He's not doing good. He's just going to fucking yeet. He's going to yell, "For mother!" And he's going to charge in. He's going to 2 longsword attacks at the giant ape.
Okay.
His arm is fucking. His sword arm is cracked. He switches to his left arm. It's gonna make 2 swings. The first one is a. I can't tell if it's a 9 or a 0. Oh, first one's a 15 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. Next one's a 20 to hit.
That well.
All right. Total of 4d8 plus 4. Really poor rolls. Total of 13 slashing damage.
Okay.
And now you're going to get hit with...
Getting close to being back to normal.
Close, but not quite. I think I could take this.
Polymorph is powerful.
It is
It
great.
is.
153.
22 radiant damage.
Ooh, I did take it. Oh, baby.
All right. That will end the elf's turn. It brings us to Captain Turok. I gotta get used to fucking paladin spell slots because boy, did I already burn through both my 3rd levels.
You did it. You knew what you were doing. You knew.
I honestly did not. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch to a little thing that I like to call
Retrospect and give myself spell slots. What?
no.
It's all right. We'll take a short rest.
I'm gonna do a thing. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and swing my big ass sword. So, old boy, where my little dwarfy boy at? Can't even see him. There he is. I'm gonna attempt. He's super fucking athletic. I'm gonna attempt to jump the fucking 15 feet to clear. So I'm gonna make an athletics check.
Oh no.
He's super fucking athletic.
That's what Tucker said before he went off the side.
He's got the athlete background. Okay. Roll 18.
Nice. It would have sucked like athlete background, natural 1. Fuck.
And that is the campaign.
He is now positioned to get advantage. He's gonna take 2 fucking swings at the elf guard.
Yeah, anyone attacks this dude's got advantage because he is definitely engaged.
One of them will hit, the other will miss. It's 2d6 plus 8. It's cocked. Same roll, so 17 points of damage to. It's a damn cry less than 98, but 17 points of damage on this round. And as a bonus action, no, I'm not going to do that because I want to save spell slots because I actually know what's coming. A little bit of foresight.
He's hacking.
So that'll end Turok's turn. That brings us to Salvador. Salvador,
gonna-
any other kills you'd like to steal?
I am going to take probably the last two.
um,
I'm just gonna like go, and then almost in like World War Z zombie-esque, you'll just see the spirits like rush over to the dude, and they're all just gonna the 9 that are there is gonna waylay at him. All but 2 of them hit, and it's the other guys that are over on the other dude. Only one of those fuckers hit.
All right,
But
so
go ahead
and describe how much damage to that.
It was a really good roll. It's 62 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. You finished both of them, so go ahead and describe how you end these guards.
So I'll just kind of, after just taking that shit straight to the chest from him, I'm just gonna like kind of look back up and just be like, go, and like motion my hands forward, and then all the spirits will just go and kind of simultaneously just clap both of them, and they'll just collapse to the ground.
All right. And with that, you guys are out of combat.
The monkey takes 7 points of damage as that guy explodes upon death.
Oh, fuck.
Believe it or not, the monkey has 1 HP. After that.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah,
Should
Johnny is beefy. They're like 150 HP or something like that. 130 something.
I'll also give the damage to my people as well. It's 7, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, that actually is perfect because that's a round number for their damage or for their health. I'm
So,
gonna assign it randomly to the first 3 on my list.
as the elves fall, the sounds of your combat fade, but you begin to hear the telltale signs of combat raging through the forest in Evergreen City. You hear what sound like Grey Legion war horns sounding a charge. You hear elven calls and response, calls and counter calls, all communicated over horn and signal. You hear all of this above the din of battle. But for now, the 5 of us are clear. In front of us stands a 10-foot wide gate that we can see through, that leads to a stone corridor that winds into Evergreen City's palace. So, would the party like to enter?
Yes, please.
So, as you guys kind of begin to like dust yourselves off and kind of venture to the gate, what would you like to do?
Just like-
Check for traps.
Go ahead and make a investigation check.
As we're walking over, I'm like, is anyone injured?
This giant monkey looks pretty fucked up.
I'm not healing the monkey.
That's a 17 on the die, or 17 for traps.
Okay. 17, this does not appear to be trapped. Captain Tarak's going to walk up to the giant ape, and he goes, "Hold still, big fella." And he's going to pump in 50 HP from his lay on hands pool,
All right.
Oh god dang! That's
which
like
is
2 points.
which is the entirety of his lay on hands pool.
Sick!
Ooh.
That's not
could use-
good.
We could have used that for later.
Relax.
Fuck him. What about us?
Best to keep the heavy hitter up.
He's gonna take 1 hit and he's going down.
So, as you guys check for traps and as you're kind of talking and communicating as you walk through the gate, it does not appear to be trapped. And as you kind of walk, basically it's a stone path for about 10 feet, and then it leads into like a stone complex at a downward angle. So as you guys finish the fight at that back gate, you enter a long, narrow stone stairway that ultimately ends about 100 feet later in a courtyard that is exposed to the sky. So it's an internal courtyard to this complex, which is still very much outside. In this courtyard, it's about 20 by 20 feet. As you enter through the 10-foot wide tunnel, there's nothing that appears to look like an exit from this courtyard. In front of you are a couple of things that I will now describe. You see 4 tall stone statues some of them older than others. You see a robed and cloaked figure whose face is heavily obscured underneath a deep, deep hood. You see what appears to be a dwarf of some renown. You see what appears to be a stone carving, rather new, of the Emperor, the Gray Emperor. And then you see a stone carving of a giant. Each of them, their hands are empty, but look like an item should go in their hands. As you approach the stone statues, you notice there are 4 very low-sitting pedestals, each with an item. These items, one is an adze, which, if you don't know what an adze is, A-D-Z, just Google it. It's easier than me trying to describe it for you. It looks like basically like a hand axe, but with a hoe instead of the axe head. You see an extremely large hammer, a book, and a whip, all carved in stone.
Can you run through the statues one more time?
Sure. You see a kind of average height, average build stone figure. It's this heavily cloaked and robed, looks like a spellcaster of some sort. Face is completely blocked by this very, like, even the stone carving, the hood is like draped heavily over the face, like to the mouth level. Like you cannot see this person's face.
Okay.
The next is a dwarf, looks to be of some renown. Wears a simple crown on their head. The third is very clearly a recent carving of the Great Emperor. And the fourth is a carving of a giant.
So giant, hooded figure, dwarf, and gray emperor.
Mm-hmm.
Giant, hooded figure, dwarf, gray emperor.
There's a little pedestal in front of it that has these items on it.
Each of the statues has a pedestal in front of it, and each of the pedestals has an item. An adze, a very large hammer, like a war hammer, a book, and a whip.
I always hated these fucking things.
Coming across something. Go ahead.
Seems as though this is less of a me and more of a you.
Yeah.
Gestures to everyone except for the giant ape, who I just assume at this point, because he healed him, I kind of picture the ape as just like hanging out with Captain Turok at this point.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like we're meant to, maybe it's some sort of code or something, and I guess we move these items to the respective statue, and
Does it look like since you said their hands were empty, does it look like each one goes in a specific one, like
all the hands are laid out before. Let me zoom out so you guys can see me talk. No, I'm bad about that. I need to get a remote for this. That'd be killer.
Oh, handsome.
Thank you. I've been so now that you can see me, all the statues have their hands out straight in front of them, palms up. All the hands look exactly the same. There's no telling which item goes into which hands.
Okay, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna like, hey, I'm guessing maybe we take these things, put it in the hands. Yeah, maybe.
I
I'm not
just said that.
I forgot he was Italian. I genuinely forgot he was Italian.
I'm gonna go move this book real quick. So I'm gonna walk over to the book pedestal. And I'm gonna take it over to the hooded figure.
Okay.
And I'm gonna put it in the hand and be like, put it in the hand.
Yeah, as soon as you put the book in the hands, nothing happens.
Hey, it's just me. You guys see anything?
Nothing happened.
Gonna shake my head. Nope.
Maybe they all have to be in place.
Simultaneously, or do we just need to go ahead and just individually put them in there? Yeah, you know, you guys are useless. I'll do it myself. And then I'm gonna take the. You said. I'm gonna take the. Was it Axel? You said
Ads.
ads. That's ads, and I'm gonna put it in. What was the third? What was the third? There was the giant, the king, and then what was the third one?
Dwarf
Dwarf.
with a crown. Dwarf with a crown.
I'm
The
gonna
faceless guy.
The dwarf.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna take. You said there's a warhammer. I'll take the warhammer and put it in the giant's hand. And then what was it? The fourth thing?
Whip.
Whip.
The whip and ooh, I don't know. Actually,
Whip and Gray Emperor,
Makes sense.
it does kind of make sense.
okay. Then I'll put the whip in the Grey Emperor's hands.
Okay. As you put the fourth item, the whip, into the Great Emperor's hands, you are hit by a blast of psychic energy.
Ooh.
You got all 4 wrong. You are going to take a total of 12d8s worth of damage.
Oh, it's like orbital with consequences.
3d8s for each wrong guess.
I'm like, oh, man, maybe you shouldn't just rush in and put things where you think they go,
Oh.
huh?
Ah.
So
There's a reason none of us stopped you.
it's true.
Monkey.
So there.
57 points of psychic damage.
That would kill me.
What?
Well, it wouldn't kill me outright, but I'd be down.
Yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done. I'm done. Fuck this shit.
The items reappear on their pedestals.
All right, you come here. And I'm gonna walk over with one of the the spirit things, and they can interact with things. So I'm gonna have one of these fuckers move them all for me.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm gonna try and put the. So I think I marked these down correctly as to what.
Book hold.
He did.
Figure adds dwarf. I did the hammer to the giant, and then the king got the whip.
I'm gonna give the whip to the. I'm gonna give the whip to the giant, and then the hammer to the Gray Emperor. Then fuck, I don't think some of these don't make sense. Then I'll do, I guess, book to the dwarf and the ads to the hooded figure.
As you put the, I went
Then
through all the damage. Yeah,
and then
that guy
stand back.
disintegrates.
He has 67 points of health,
Okay.
so he might not die. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll say it was one of the guys with 60 HP. So
Rolly, 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 just keep rolling.
Is it the same as last time, or does it seem like
You
we
go
got
green
one right?
this time, or like,
There's no difference from last time.
oof.
nice.
I mean,
All
I'm
right.
a monkey.
Tucker, what did you just do again?
58 points of psychic damage.
Yeah, he's got
He's still up.
2 HP left.
Everyone make history checks since no one's going to. Actually, the giant ape can't because he's a giant ape, but everyone else make history checks.
Can I make an intelligence check as a giant ape, just in general? See if I can determine what's going on.
I mean, if you want to roll a die, yeah, go ahead.
I got a 15.
I got a 12.
Okay.
So we've tried the hammer.
So, Salvador, what'd you roll?
I rolled an 18.
And so, what did you give to the giant, Tucker? The whip?
Yeah, you got the whip.
Yep, giant got the whip. Hooded figure got the ads. Gray Emperor got the hammer, and the dwarf got the book.
Yeah.
All right. So, 15 and an 18 are high enough. Nothing else was. What'd you get on your intelligence check to know if you have any understanding of what's happening?
An 8.
You are 100% lost in the sauce.
Whip.
Statues look like they hurt.
I feel like it's high enough to know that I should probably stay away from them.
Yeah, statues look like they hurt. So, with the 15 and the 18, a couple of things here. As you take a step back and take a second and you look at the statues, a couple of things become a little bit more apparent. So the two of you with those roles, you're able to piece together that the king is likely King Thrain Stormdelver.
Ah. So
An
then,
ancient king of an old lost dwarf kingdom. Depicted in books and in statues in different dwarven holdings, this is sometimes how he is depicted.
and does it shed any light on what item makes the most sense?
Yeah,
Is he ever depicted with?
King Thrain Stormdelver is well known as a figure of myth and legend. Most people just believe that it's a myth, but the legend goes that King Thrain Stormdelver discovered or made an extremely powerful ancient warhammer. This hammer had the power to create and destroy mountains.
Jesus, okay. So hammer to the dwarf. Got it. Hopefully.
That narrows it down. So if hammer's to the dwarf, that means the whip is to the cloaked figure. And
What's
it's
the cloak figure? Ads could potentially be to the Great Emperor
or the
because
giant.
he took over so many towns and villages.
Give the giant a book. That sounds funny.
Do we glean any other information from anything else?
You
The
didn't
Great
roll high
Emperor
enough for
specific.
anything else.
18, goddamn!
You must wager hit points now.
Can I? Oh, never mind. I already rolled it. Yeah.
So it's a toss up. We either got to give. So we know the dwarf and the cloak figure. So now it's either the giant or the gray emperor gets a book or the ads.
Yeah, because so we're saying the whip goes to the Great Emperor.
No, the whip goes to the cloak figure because we tried the whip to the gray emperor and it didn't work.
That's right. Yeah, it was the
Assuming
Emperor.
we got them all wrong.
Yeah.
Which he said there was nothing different between the first and the second psychic attacks.
And because I already
Correct.
gave the whip once to the Gray Emperor and then we gave the whip again to the Giant.
Yeah.
Those didn't work.
All right.
Yes.
Just like that, we're all back on the same page.
Let's do book to the Great Emperor and then ads to the Giant.
Okay. So
Who's putting them there?
Yeah, who's putting them there?
I'm gonna stand kind of back and see if anyone else decides to do their own thing without help. And when no one does, I'm just gonna be like, you, and then one of my other.
Okay.
I'm off in the corner like, oh, this fucking hurts.
As your guy walks up and puts the first item, the book, in the hands of the Great Emperor, the statue begins to move, and a voice comes from its lips, the voice of an elvish woman. Though our greatest enemy in a long time, the Grey Emperor is a learned man and a brilliant tactician. The first rule of warfare is never underestimate your opponents, and the Grey Emperor is clever. As you put the ads in the hands of the giant, the ads of Anam, an ancient relic once known to the elven kind, disappeared but not forgotten, as is the great city of Astara.
What about the other two?
As you put the whip, or we'll do the whip last. As you put the hammer in the hands of the king, this dwarf figure, the voice changes again. The voice does not change, still a woman's voice, but the statue comes to life. And the woman's voice says, King Thrain Stormdelver. Most believe him a figure of myth and legend, but we know different. There was a time when King Thrain was a friend of the Great Woods. Let that be a lesson that all dwarves are not as Steelhaven. And finally, the whip to the figure. Some tools and some enemies are more dangerous than others. We are bound in a bloody war at the hands of the pilgrim. Let us not forget that it is he who started this all. The statues re-solidify and peel open. And as they peel open, they reveal a hidden passage in the wall behind them. This passage is 6 feet wide and is about 7 feet tall, carved stone, old, mildewy. Like this passage has not been opened for some time. As we begin to step into the tunnel, we're going to take a short break. So we're going to take a 15-minute break before we start the back half of our one-shot. I hope you guys are enjoying, hope everyone's enjoying it so far.
Yeah.
We've got some more surprises along the way, so stay tuned. We'll see you back here in 15 minutes. And welcome back from break. So, when we left off, you guys had just made it through the puzzle of the stone statues and have begun to step through the hidden passage. As you do, and as your Salvador, as your creatures pop,
What if I make them wait?
you wouldn't know to make them wait.
All right.
Yeah. You've been having them follow you obediently through everything. I would even go so far as to say you would likely send them through the fucking tunnel.
That's what I was gonna say. I was like, if you're like, you know what would you have them do? And I was like, run down the tunnel.
Yeah. So as they go through the tunnel, they disappear. And as they pop from existence, I need everyone to go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Arcana check. That is a 22.
24.
26.
You believe, and most of you're all spellcasters except for Captain Torek, all of you are able to piece together that what you just passed through is known as a Mage Slayer's Gate. It's deactivates any active enchantments, concentrations, and disappears and destroys magical creations such as automatons and things of that nature. It is commonly been employed by the elves throughout this war.
So it unmagics magic items.
So is the monkey no longer a monkey?
It does not unmagic magic items, but anything like a concentration,
Polymorph is concentration.
polymorph, all of that will pop off. You guys watch as Albus hits the threshold and is snapped back into a human form. Albus, once you step through the gate and you regain yourself, you're able to piece it together as well that you likely just hit a Mage Slayer's gate.
I was gonna waste up on 50 here.
As I fall back into a pathetic human worm.
I've never actually seen one of these, but I have read about them. Quite unfortunate. Those the spirits would have been fairly helpful if we run into something difficult again.
As it's going on. Hey, has anyone got any healing potions or something like that? I'm kind of fucking hurting over here.
You can each have a greater healing potion and a basic healing potion. Should have given those to you in your pre-inventory. You're coming into this pretty well equipped. It's not like
it's not
it's the end of a long war, but you're pretty well equipped as top of the line soldiers.
Okay. Then I'm gonna change it up and say, hey, any of you guys got any healing spells? Yeah, I'm kind of hurting you.
Believe it or not, I didn't take any.
I actually, I can. My fine Italian friend who needs to learn how to take better care of themselves. We'll do 5d6 from my healing light.
I do have a couple that are pretty
20,
beefy, but
I'll give you 20 points of healing.
How banged up do you look?
Pretty fucked up.
You lost 50 HP and you just got back half of that.
No.
So truthfully, how bad do you look?
I'm 50%.
Hell yeah.
And you guys want to take a cool hour to chill out?
I don't know if we can necessarily afford that.
No breaks.
Yeah, I don't think
fair
so.
enough. Just thought I'd check.
And you fucking blew a horn so they all know we're here now.
Yeah, I want to have everyone make perception checks, please.
And then I'll give you 10 more HP.
Oh, my man.
For I got a healing hands.
8.
4.
Captain
Natural
Tarak,
20.
Nice.
Tarak is good at one thing, and that's swinging his big sword. Albus, you are the only one that hears this. With a natural 20, you hear a lot, actually. In the distance, as there's a lull in the conversation, through the walls, you hear the sounding of a retreat horn. It is an elvish horn. Then you hear something else. From a horn, a noise that is only allowed to be echoed by someone accompanying the Great Emperor themselves.
Oh.
You hear the roar of a dragon horn. It is this long, echoing blast, followed by 2 short blasts that sound like dragons' roars. And it is when the Emperor himself has entered the fray.
Hey, everybody, not to make fun of our Italian friend here, but he's just so damn charismatic. They're making their move. We gotta bada bing, bada, we gotta get in, we gotta get out.
Oh, we got a bobbity boo?
There's no such things as Italians on Xata.
But
I know
now
what you're talking about because they're right in front of you. And everybody here's got some goofy accents. Why do you talk like that?
This is cultural appropriation.
I'll wear that badge.
Yeah, we definitely need to get a move on. Sorry, no time for naps. Use any healing potions you got, and let's try and find this bitch.
defenses are probably already up. We have to move.
Indeed. As you guys take off down this corridor, it is about 50 feet before you reach the other end. And when you do, what lies before you. Go ahead and move everything off the for me.
I gotta do more fucking cardio.
What lies before you is this.
Eldritch Blast.
Firebolt! 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 Firebolt!
I love Henry so much. Probably my favorite character I've ever played.
The 5 of us are now standing as we burst through into a giant cavern. We almost run right off the ledge into an abyss. We're able to stop at the last second. And as we do, in taking our surroundings, we realize there's not much to see here. We're standing in what is like a 60-foot long cavern. Where we stand is a 10-foot long stone cliff that juts out of the entryway we just entered from. On the opposite side is a twin 10-foot plinth with an exit clearly etched in stone, and you can see it winding upwards. So, that is what lies before you. You see no enemies. You see no threats. It is about a 60-foot tall cavern. But that is what you have in front of you. While you are digesting that, I'll turn the table over to you, and I'm going to open up my cheat guide.
Do I get the feeling there's danger afoot?
Oh,
You look around and you see no enemies. You see nothing. This abyss, it looks like it's at least 100-foot drop. It's so dark in here. Excuse me. Even with dark vision, it's so dark in here that you can only see about 100 feet down, and it looks like it continues to go. You see nothing. You stare into the abyss, and it stares back at you.
And I cast Detect Magic.
Sure. You cast Detect Magic. The room lights up.
cool.
In front of you is a vibrant, it almost looks like glass panes. It shimmers brightly, but you can't, there's the way they're like translucent. So the way that Detect Magic works, you'd basically be staring at like a wall of bright lights with like lines where like walls change in shapes of different sizes.
Go ahead.
There's magic here. We must be careful.
Could it be some sort of illusion? Do you think it's actually a drop? And I'm gonna bend down and like run my hand along the ground or like the stone. I assume there's dirt and shit since it's an old tunnel. And I just want to like pitch it out in front of me, see if it falls or if it lands on something like in Indiana Jones with the glass.
I want to come up behind him and spook him when he's on the
thing
ledge.
that I thought I was going to be able to do, I'm not able to do. So give me 1 second here.
Okay. I know. Oh god. I see what you're thinking. You're gonna try and reveal tiles one by one.
No.
Aw, that would be badass though.
Not at all.
That would be sick.
Actually, now that you mention it, no.
Actually, yeah. No.
No.
Go fuck
I
yourself.
have a replica of that map. A little behind the screens peek here. I have a replica of that map on the next slide, and I thought I was going to be able to open up duplicate PowerPoints.
Oh.
Turns out I was not. So what I'm doing
Is there
now,
any way I could attempt to intimidate this abyss?
I mean, you can certainly try to intimidate the abyss if you want to shout at it, maybe.
I want to
Shouting
stare solemnly into it
Save it as a different file, or are you on? Oh, you're
as
on
it
the
tries
web
to
browser.
stare back. Just intimidate it just with my eyes. I'm so intimidating.
Boom. All right. I took a snippet of the screenshot or of the screen that I needed. So we are good to go. So you say you toss a rock directly out in front of you?
Sand or like dirt. I want to grab like dirt and like throw it out. So if there's anything that's truly there, the dirt will stay.
Yes. So you throw out dirt, a handful of dirt. The spot directly in front of the plinth appears to be solid.
Huh. It does appear to be some sort of illusion. One moment, and I'm gonna just kind of like whip around like a small, like it looks almost like an EMT bag. I'm just gonna like open it up, reach down in it, and try something real quick. Let's see what we get. What is that? Oh, perfect. Just it's a giant rat. Probably like this big. I just
How
kind
would
of
you?
pull.
Where did
Sorry?
where did you pull a giant rat from?
Bag of tricks. I rolled a 2 and it's a giant rat.
Okay.
Just and I'm like,
These are important details.
yeah, I have a bag of tricks. I'm gonna burn the charge.
What do you? Where do you keep your giant rats? What do you mean?
In my ass, of course. I'm just like, well, let's see what he does. And I'm gonna put him down on the spot that was there and kind of like stand so he can't come backwards.
Okay. Yeah.
See if he runs off the edge or not.
Yeah. The rat immediately panics the moment you put it down on what appears to be nothing. It takes off sprinting straight ahead and falls to its. It falls into the abyss. A moment later, you hear this, and you look behind you on the stone plinth, and right at the entryway, a dead rat stands or sits
Behind us or in front of us?
behind you, like right
Huh.
behind you on the plinth.
Well, that's
So you fall to your death and teleport back up to the top. That's nice.
very odd.
Yeah, what happened to my Italian friend?
Andrew, I'm going to fashion something real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a part of my rope out of my bag. It's gonna be 5 feet long. I'm gonna cut it, and then I'm going to fashion a water skin to the end of it.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna swing it forward and see if I can just see what I can hit. So that way I can retract it back.
Okay. Pretty good use of that. So yeah, you're able to identify. So you're able to move essentially. I'm just going to push you guys along because if not, you're just going to stand here for 2 hours. So I'm going to move you as you kind of move doing this method. You're able to find that yes, indeed, this is a solid spot. And that this spot here is also solid. However, as you wave it around, you find nothing else directly around you that is solid. None of these spaces, except for the ones that you just came back on, the one you're standing on and the one behind you, are both solid. But down here, you can find no solid space.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, you thought it was going to be as easy as throwing dirt along the path, huh?
I'm doing the blind man trick with a water skin. I thought that was pretty ingenuitive.
Andrew, can I try and cast a firebolt across the abyss?
Sure. Yeah, you cast Firebolt. It goes for that first 5 foot, and then it hits an invisible barrier.
I fucking knew it. This is what I was gonna be like. I'll just walk across, but I'm like, it's not that simple. It's no way that simple.
Can I? Because I can do this without material components whenever I want. Can I cast levitate on myself and try to just meander onto the other side?
Yeah. So you cast Levitate. You make it, 5 feet.
Uh-huh.
You get past the point where the barrier is solid, like where you know that. What's your name again?
Salvador.
I'm Albus.
What?
What's your name? Fibbo? Zibby. I was like Fibbo. Fibbo the orc. Zibby the orc. So you get, like, essentially what you do is you lift up, you fly, you make it here, you're good levitating. As soon as you hit here, you feel your levitation spell fail. And you begin to plummet into the abyss.
Can I reaction just throw my water skin, try to see if we can grab the rope?
Yeah, you can throw your you can use a reaction to kind of throw the rope down. Albus, make a dexterity saving throw
Uh-oh.
to grab onto the rope.
I rolled a 6.
6. That is not going to do it. Albus,
Dead.
you fall.
Well, I'll Misty step back to the ledge.
Okay. You Misty step back up to the ledge. If it's a charge, go ahead and burn it.
It is gone.
You are now standing back on the ledge.
I get one of those a day, baby.
Spell and reaction and a cantrip? I don't know.
He didn't use a reaction. He's just using a dexterity saving throw.
Damn. Uh, well, maybe it goes off to the sides and not just straight down the middle, since that would be the obvious path. I'm gonna pick up some more dirt and then try to throw some left and right of where the path looks like it ends, kind of leading.
You do that. The only path that is solid and allows you to walk on it or levitate above it is the path that our orc friend is on.
But there's nothing to either one of those three squares, front, left, or behind it.
There is nothing in any of these squares.
Okay. And there wasn't any on the opposing side either.
No.
Damn.
What is the reach on a quarterstaff that I have because of my starting kit?
Mike says very quickly, I might add, that it's usually 5 feet.
That sounds right. I was hoping it'd be more.
Because I've asked this question in the past, that's why.
Huh.
If Andrew says it cannot exceed further than what your melee attack on the staff would be.
Sounds like something I'd say.
I wanna just like kind of take a step back and look around. You said it's pitch black everywhere or just down below us?
It's dimly lit in here. Most of you have dark vision for one reason or another.
Yeah.
It is the abyss is like the absence of light completely.
Does it look like there's anything else around us? Like, is the path we're standing on, does it look like there's any sort of like runes or a switch or like a pressure plate or anything that's indicative of some sort of like way to activate or open or move this platform?
Make a perception check.
Perception check. God damn, dude. Another 7 again. 8.
Nothing that you see indicates any presence of anything else other than what is laid before you, which is this invisible pathway. You don't see any indications of a lever anywhere with that roll. You don't see indications of like an alcove or like a climbing wall that you could climb. You see nothing essentially.
I'm gonna walk out and stand on the like platform with the orcish fellow.
Okay.
And I want to try to see if like if I was to like push against the stone platform, if this like shifts at all, or if it like it seems like it's floating.
It does not. It doesn't appear to give. There's no change in the weight. If both of you are on it, it doesn't do anything.
Damn.
I feel like maybe we have to jump.
Uh,
Can I have 50 feet of rope. Can you did the water skin, that's a good idea. But I want to tie my dagger to the other, an extra dagger I have to the other end.
Okay.
And stand out where our orc friend, I forget what's his
Zibby.
name, Zibby is. And just kind of take my dagger and kind of throw it straight out and see if it lands on an invisible platform.
You throw out the dagger, and it goes 5 feet over the 5 feet gap and lands about 10 feet and rests. So essentially, it looks like there's a 5-foot gap between you and the next series of bridges.
Goddamn.
I believe I found it.
So I'll even put you up there. You are, as you jump across. Good.
That's not the direction I thought we were going.
I will attempt to kind of like feel around, like just to see if there's any other like directly around me, any other area.
You find that you can go 3 blocks, and then you're able to, using the same methods that you guys have established, you're able to find this block.
Okay.
Goddamn Pokemon gym.
So I'm gonna leave kind of like the rope trailing like on the far side of it, just so everyone can kind of see this is solid ground.
Got it. I was gonna say, you guys can kind of like follow the general path, taking the steps after everyone else does.
Yeah. Following suit.
You come to another break.
Mm.
Try swinging that sack around again. See if you can't get something. We're a little further out now.
Yeah, let's go fishing for them. Tossing them out, seeing if we can find it.
Okay.
Popped it.
So you find that straight ahead of you is a solid path. Lines all the way back. Then
I would have discovered that, god damn it.
you can't. It's the nature of the room. You can't move diagonally or discover it diagonally. You have to follow the path.
Damn it.
Oh,
So
man.
you make it all the way to the far side of the room, nearly halfway across the abyss. When you have another gap.
Very well. I will continue to fish for another open or another hard surface.
Yeah. You throw your dagger out 5 feet in every direction and find nothing.
Hmm.
You move the dagger out to 10 feet and find nothing. Out to 15 feet, you find another gap.
Hmm.
Is that one gonna be one that we can jump across to from where we are?
It is going to be one that requires a roll. So, in order, Fakos, you have the honor of discovering the path. You have the honor of rolling first. Would you please, for me, make an athletics check?
Absolutely.
Oh shit.
That is a 19 on the die, 21 total.
You, sir, clear the gap. I need Albus. Go ahead and make it for me, please. You can all make it. You can all make your athletics checks. I just wanted to see Fakos first.
17.
Albus is good. Salvador?
Can I throw a rope or something across?
So, I mean, there's no way for you to like, there's nothing for you to tie this to. So there's no way for you to like rope across. Are you attempting to like jump with the rope then climb up the rope?
No, like throw the rope across to Falcos.
Fakosh.
Falcos.
Fakosh.
So
Throw it so that way if I fall, I don't fall to my death.
that's my point. That's what I was asking.
Oh yes, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
Just like kind of like
Sure. Yeah, then go ahead and make a athletics check.
see if I can make it. Good thing I did that. That's a 2.
2. This is a 50-foot long rope. Just as a rule of thumb, right? Ropes are 50 feet long. As you fall, because you jump and you fucking fall, you make it about 8 feet. You guys watch as Salvador clears about half the distance and then begins to drop rapidly. As he drops, you see him fall about 20 feet. And then there's a thud behind you. And
God
Salvador,
damn it.
you thud onto the ground and are going to take 8d8 psychic damage,
Howie?
but you are alive. As you hit the ground, all of you hear a voice ring out, the same elven woman's voice. Remember the path, or else take the traitor's fall.
Hmm.
35 points of psychic damage.
Howie?
But Thakos made it a point to say that he was trailing the rope behind him. You have a method you're able to get back to the point where you were before rather quickly. Once you've got the route and you've got the methodology down, it's not hard to find it. So again, did anyone else roll lower than a 16?
Like 30-20.
30-20? Okay, you're good. So again, Salvador, you hit the 15-foot wide precipice.
I'm just gonna be like, throw the end of the rope back.
Oh, I will say, Falcos, when you pull the rope up, only 20 feet of it remains.
Oh shit!
That's all you need.
Yeah, perfect. That's all I need. Preferably, if I had known, I would have made it shorter. I'll make the roll again and see if I can just jump across or have to fucking dangle and climb. The same roll. The same exact roll, too. I'm dangling.
I'm going to have you make, at advantage, a dexterity saving throw to avoid your feet or any piece of your body eclipsing 20 feet.
18.
18. That'll do it. So with
Feet
18, you're
decapitated.
able to like grab the rope slack as you're falling and like keep yourself. So you're really just got to climb 10 feet. I won't even make you roll for the climb. It's a rope assisted climb with Focus on the other end. You are good. You guys are now all standing at that 15-foot mark. Immediately, you realize that you have about 10 feet to work with. You're all standing in about 10 feet of space, all 5 of us scrunched in. There is another gap of 15 feet directly in front of us. So, athletics checks from everyone.
I'm going last and doing that fucking rope shit again. I am not athletic.
Hey, DM, what's the DC?
I'll tell you once everyone's numbers are out.
16.
If you have something you'd like to, if you think you're in danger, you might want to use whatever you're thinking of using.
I rolled a nat 20.
Okay. So DC 16.
-1 for 19.
Misty Step is not a reaction. I did, however, allow it earlier.
That's what I was thought.
That's why I said that, yeah.
There's a bonus action.
It's a bonus action, but it's 20 feet, 6 seconds. That's plenty of time to fucking not have to use it. Reaction is like a second or less, right? Like it's parrying a blow, it's casting a spell to do bump ducks around a corner. Yeah, I'll allow you to Misty Step back up. But you still got to make the athletics check because you cannot use magic to progress through the maze. So you Misty Step back to where you were.
Yeah.
But you still have to make the athletics check.
You can do it.
18. Let's
18. You all clear the 15-foot gap.
I'm trying the rope bullshit again.
Okay, go ahead.
I rolled a 16 -1, 15.
Make a dexterity
Damn.
for me to avoid, try to grab the slack of the rope to avoid hitting the 20-foot barrier.
At advantage again, since I've done this before.
Sure.
16 and yeah, 16. Almost natural 20 twice. Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, you all make it across. You're able to deduce that there is a solid path to the stone plinth.
Thank goodness.
Get to the other side, you're automatically teleported to the back to the starting point. Ha!
You went the wrong way.
So, you are now standing in front of what looks like a carved, very old, carved stone stairway. It's thick with green moss. It reeks of like mildew down here. It's this very earthy, musky scent. The drip of water coming off the ceiling above this tunnel. You can see that these steps look like they haven't been touched in decades. They have a thick layer of moss all over. They look, as you kind of crane your neck and look up the stairwell, they seem to climb up for at least 100 feet. What would the party like to do?
I am going to drink one of my potions. What was the big one you said we have? Superior healing?
Greater.
Greater. What is that again? How many D4? Off the top of my
4,
head. 44 plus 4.
4.
Sweet.
Uh, can I check for any kind of traps?
Sure, you can make an investigation check as you go.
Not super. Oh, better than 13.
What's the light? I would say detect magic's probably gone at this point, just
Yeah.
for your awareness.
That's
Everything's
so
probably
far.
fine.
With that roll, you do not find any traps.
Okay.
I don't like the way you said that.
Nor do I. But my character doesn't know that, so everything's all good, guys.
All right, you go first.
After you.
No, by all means.
I am the sneakiest. All right, I will stealth forward.
Okay. If you're going stealthily, everyone make stealth rolls.
Death roll. 24.
Wow. Make it a disadvantage, though. That's more like it.
23.
10.
17.
Yucky.
Everyone did well except for Torok. He does one thing well. I'll say it again. All
And
right.
that's kissing.
Swing his sword.
Swinging his sword and kissing boys.
Nice.
So
Nice.
He's gay.
he is. I'm inclusive. Yes. So as you guys make your way up the stairwell, you do not see any traps with that investigation roll, and you do not find nor trigger any traps as you go. As you make your way up the stairwell, the sounds of battle and the vibrations of battle can be felt through the stone. You can hear, not distantly, but like muted as if through several layers of rock and stone, you can hear the sounding of the dragon horn. It's now become a race.
Oh,
We
shit.
must go.
So, as you make your way up this stone stairwell, you eventually come to a dead end. I'm going to have everyone make a perception check for me here.
Perception. Come on, baby. Do something good.
I'm doing so good.
15.
14.
7.
11.
Oh, yeah. 12. Oh, shit. 16 for Torek.
He does something.
Torek and anyone who rolled a 16 or higher, through the stone, you can hear the sound of urgent voices. Do any of you speak Elvish and Sylvan?
I speak both, actually.
I only got Elvish.
In Elvish, you hear what sound like children, essentially. Some adults, but a lot of children.
Younglings.
You hear them like just general, like scared chatter and babble. You hear a woman's voice above the din ring out in Sylvan. Who speaks Sylvan?
I do.
Okay. You, in Sylvan, hear a woman's voice ring out, "Quiet, children. Quiet. It's almost done. We'll get you there. I promise."
In like a lower tone, like, well, there's definitely children up ahead. I guess kill everything except for them, unless they fight back.
Look at the Oathbreaker. I'm like, hey, rules of engagement with doing kids.
No. No children.
Oh, thank God.
And with that,
Thank you.
Horik is going to step up with his sword and fucking swing at the stone wall in front of him. And make a natural 1.
Ah,
Oh,
The sword off the stone. I thought that would be a little easier to knock down.
Just try one more time. I'm sure it'll be fine this time.
maybe you just getting performance anxiety. Just give it another swing.
19 on the die, which is a crit for him.
Oh, there we go. That's better.
first time jitters.
Sometimes some people just can't get it up.
Okay. Damage threshold was 25. Torque wails on this door, and you see it give, and a little bit of light shows on the right-hand side of the door where it looks like you can push this out of the way.
Big on.
Make it look cool. Firebolt. Blow it off.
Okay. As you firebolt the door downward, and you guys step through on top of the fallen stone door, a couple of things become apparent. One, there is no elvish army here. Not even a little. What stands in front of you is a room full of children and elvish artifacts. In between it all is a tall elven woman that almost looks sylvan. She is pale white skin. Her hair, this platinum with streaks of auburn through it. She is opening, or has opened, and children are pouring through a gate spell.
Like into or out of?
Into a gate spell.
Okay.
Spell magic.
I am yeah, I was about to say I'm immediately gonna attempt to cast silence right on her to try
Yes.
to enter.
As soon as you go to cast a spell, you realize that you have been silenced.
Oh, sick.
None of you checked the external door, and you just stepped through a cone of silence. I need everyone to make wisdom saving throws.
Some cock and ball torture.
Nat 20.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20 as well.
Save. So, as you go to cast the spell, you realize you're silenced. You save on the immediate saving opportunity, which would be the end of your turn in quotation marks. You save. As the children finish running through the gate, there's just like 70, 80 kids here. They're just sprinting through the door. As the last child exits, Aina drops the gate spell. And she turns to you. 5 would-be attackers. Go ahead.
I cast Fireball.
Would you cast?
We're inside the.
We can't do verbal unless
can't-
you can do that anyway because
I
You all-
thought we
You all
saved.
just saved. So you go to cast. So you rush in.
Oh.
You get a save every 6 seconds on silence. So it's not like
Oh, I didn't
yeah.
know that. Okay.
Yeah. it's not. You're not stepping into like a silence spell. You're stepping into a trap rigged with
Oh,
like a
okay.
magic circle rigged with silence.
So would my silence be able to be cast then?
The moment. So as soon as we're not. You guys are not getting surprise attacks. We're
Gotcha.
gonna do because you burst through a door. So the moment you guys burst through the door, you trigger the trap. You try to cast a spell. You save, and now we roll initiative.
Oh.
I'm the killer.
Oh, 19.
He's in the game this time. 16.
Thank God.
13. Just so everybody knows.
Hey,
I'm
Kyle,
sticking to it.
The voice.
Did it again.
What's your proficiency? We tied on the roll initiative.
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Oh, my dex is +2.
Dex is +2. +3.
Got him.
You can suck on bees. I'm not gonna say that. That's insensitive.
I'll say
He's nuts. These two guts.
I'll start attacking PCs right now. Don't test me. I've been undercover this whole time.
All right, Zibby.
16. And it's a tiebreaker between me and Albus, so I'm ahead of him.
Albus.
16.
Tacos.
13.
Salvador.
I rolled a 19.
Oh.
baby.
Back in the bus to the front of the bus. Look at this guy. He says, "Look at me. I got the hammer now."
Hell yeah.
You think you're fucking cool, Dad? I'm not. I'm
No, it's funny. My unarmed strike does 0 damage.
Eh, eh, eh. Oh my.
All right.
ears.
So we enter initiative order, and the initiative order is as follows: Salvador, Albus, Zibby, Captain Tarak, and then Thakos. So at the top of the order, Salvador, you are up first.
How big is this room?
It is. Oh yeah. Let me. How about I actually set the campaign map, huh?
Yeah, how about you do that, Andrew? Come on.
Hey,
What are
You-
you, a brand new DM?
you respect God.
Oh Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned.
Just kind of hot in the goblet.
You guys have burst in to the far corner of the room. Let's zoom in on this. You guys burst in to the far corner of the room. Hyena stands in the center of the room. This room is roughly 60 feet by 30 feet, 60 by 40 probably.
Okay.
It is filled with priceless elven artifacts.
Sweet. Then I am going to. I'm gonna attempt to cast Dawn, directly kind of on her. More behind her though, so it pushes her closer towards us, but on her nonetheless.
Okay.
It'll be 13. The Constitution 13. Nothing too crazy. Save.
Which makes us advantage.
Not a great roll of damage.
Save.
10 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
And then that was an attack roll. Yeah, then I'm just gonna kind of try to get away from the rest of the party so we're not clumped together. And I'm gonna move the only way laterally that I can away from the rest of the party.
Okay.
Well, laterally, yeah, so to the side.
You guys see Salvador lit off a radiant blast, and then quickly just takes off, sprinting to the other side of the room. Albus, you, sir, are up next. What do you got?
I'm going to, because I gotta do it. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast.
Let's start blasting.
Okay. Eldritch
A
Blast?
30 hit.
Yeah, 30 will hit.
Cool. And that is for 12 points of force damage. Let's go.
All right.
And she's pushed back 10 feet.
Even further.
Repelling
into the zone.
blast.
There you go. Fuck away from me.
You guys watch as the Eldritch Blast hits Hyena, and as the smoke clears, she's 10 feet pushed further back.
And then I will use my bonus action to ignite my green flame blade, or my flame tongue scimitar.
Okay.
Flame blade will come later. And then that is, and then I'm gonna move away from everyone a little bit. We're gonna a little spread out. I'm gonna move like halfway as far as this other guy moved across the map, like towards the camera. If you would please, like 15 feet.
Mikey.
Okay.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you, sir. And that is my turn.
Okay.
Well, and then I play one card face down and end my turn.
It is now Hyena's turn. First,
If you both roll a 16, as you.
it's Hyena's turn. She has a higher dexterity bonus.
Ooh.
Hyena first says, "You come to my home." Her voice has this weird like echo to it, like it has another voice underlaid on it. You come to my home after killing my king. You come to steal our riches and our wealth of knowledge, but your emperor will have neither. She's then going to do two things, a couple things actually. First, she's going to use 2 psychic whispers. The first psychic whisper is going to target Tarak. Tarak's going to make a wisdom saving throw.
You got this, Tarak.
Natural 20 on the saving throw.
Oh,
Nice. Point of inspiration.
So that he's good there. The second psychic whisper is going to target. You just hit her with the Eldritch Blast, Albus, so she's going to target you.
that's right. You know who the threat is.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw.
When you roll it, say the number, but don't tell him if it succeeds or not.
I rolled a 25.
Okay, I'm not doing anything.
Okay, that is a success. Next, she is going to.
Sheesh.
What do we do here? Oh, I could have done that. Yeah. She's gonna rush up. 5, 10, 15. Within 10 feet of Tarak. And you're gonna watch as the cloak, she's wearing this like lace white cloak and dress that kind of like drapes off of her arms. Like the sleeves are like extremely long and draped down to the ground. She like raises her arms up almost like a puppeteer, and the both of her arms shoot out to make attacks at one at Tarak. Actually, she'll position herself like this. One at Tarak and one at who's my bugbear?
Me.
One at Salvador.
Salvador.
All right, that is an attack roll. Let's see if I got another nat 20 in me. Well, that was pretty fucking good though.
No.
26 to hit Tarak, which will hit Tarak. So he takes
Tarak.
That will hit me.
Tarak takes 27 points of piercing damage plus.
Owie.
He's also going to take. This is Tarak, not you, Salvador.
Oh, okay.
Barack?
Barack Obama.
Obunga?
Poo poo head.
18 points of necrotic damage.
Yowza.
And now for Salvador.
Uh-oh.
21 to hit, or excuse me, 24 to hit. It's a +9.
That will hit.
Okay. You're going to take 6d6 piercing and 6d6 necrotic.
That's 132. You're welcome.
23 piercing.
23.
$23 necrotic.
Shave.
Oh, and we both have to make Constitution saving throws.
Con save.
I fail.
Is this a charm condition by chance?
It is not.
18.
You also fail. We are both
Jesus.
poisoned until the save at the end of each of our turns. The third time the target fails to save, the target dies.
Shit.
Sheesh.
After Hyena's turn, it is Zibby's turn.
Come on, Zib.
Do something.
Do something. Is there just a deep pondering happening?
No, because the thing is, I was gonna do something, but
Yes.
then she moved a lot closer, so I've been looking for where it was.
Ah. Sorry, I can't see you, so I just have to. It's our imagination up here, really.
Oh, let's see.
When I move and get the new setup in a basement, I'm going to have 2 cameras running.
You could be doing anything right now.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm gonna get behind her, and I'm gonna do the thunder step.
Okay.
So as soon as Constitution saving throw of 16.
She fails, but is going to choose to succeed.
Ooh.
Damage, and then I'm gonna teleport back here. Because as soon as I take the step, and then as soon as I step, I disappear and I teleport somewhere else. But at the same time, with that, anything creatures with a 10-foot radius takes damage.
As soon as she takes the damage from the attack and you teleport away, she has a reaction that allows her to teleport to any space just drooled on the table, any space within 60 feet of that she can see. As soon as you teleport away, she teleports right beside you.
Yo!
Was that just a follow? That was just a reaction.
It's just a reaction she has.
Okay, cool.
It is called
Okay, cool.
Our Realm Step.
All right, it's chill.
It's called Stuck to You Like Glue, baby boy.
You and me, baby, we're stuck like.
I guess it's constant damage. Did you get that?
Yep.
Okay. And yeah, that will complete my turn.
Oh.
After Zibby, it's Turok. Turok's gonna yell, "Time to add the bitch to my mantle." He's gonna run 5, 10,
I thought we were supposed to keep her alive.
30.
No, I can res her. Kill her.
Uh,
Kill her.
Turok's gonna run 30 feet, then he's going to action dash.
Goddamn right you are.
The only problem is he ran directly through the dawn, the sunbeam.
Oh, he would have. I guess he would.
Everyone would have just, yes. Unless they teleported. So yeah, just him.
How big's the sunbeam?
It's a 30 by 30 and then 40 feet high.
Hand me that yellow. See that yellow?
So yeah, if you have a thing, he could have run around it.
Yeah.
It's just bright light. You can see through it.
Oh, okay.
I have an opportunity to use new miniatures. I'm going to use those miniatures.
Hell yeah! Let's see the new one. Sheesh.
Ooh. Gotta get that bitch back in there.
Yeah, so he will have ran around it with his action dash. He would have been able to get there anyway. So he just has to basically end his fucking turn there.
It wasn't bonus action yet, so it was action.
He's not a rogue.
Oh.
He's a paladin.
He's paladin. Fuck.
He's an Oathbreaker paladin.
My bad.
That will end Turok's turn. It is now Fako's turn, and then it's to the top of the order to Salvador.
All right, Fako is going to take 30 feet of movement. Get closer.
Fako's the Dragonborn.
Oh shit. There's your dirty 30, sir.
30, 30.
Wait a minute. Did I not move at all?
You did. I think you moved my mini instead.
Oh, then I shouldn't even have been attacked this last time.
I'm with this guy.
Yeah, he would've.
They
It's
still,
fine.
yeah, it still would have went for you.
Mikey, we need you on mini placement.
Just put me back where I was, Mike. That last spot. That's where I was supposed to be. Mike.
I did.
No, back where you moved him.
Yeah, that's where I was supposed to be.
Check.
I got a lot of people in my way for that fireball I wanted to cast, but you know, I could do it anyway.
Good dude anyway. You don't know these people.
I don't know these
We're solo
fucking people.
operators. Mission first.
We still don't even know each other's names.
But I don't know, this seems like a pretty tough fucking customer, so I think what I'm gonna do is bonus action dash. I'm gonna get up on her.
Bonus action dash. Okay.
And then I'm gonna attack. I assume I'll get sneak attack damage if I hit.
Yes, you can't truly get a flank, but there's enough going on there. Yes, you have advantage.
I already rolled my damage for fireball too, damn. I'll save it for later. That is going to be a with my poison dagger. A 17 to hit.
A 17 will hit.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, so that is going to be where my D4 go. So let's do slow math. Oh no. 3 3 plus 3, so 6 damage there, plus 2d6 is, so it's 15 damage, plus 2d10 for the poison. There you are. Wow, that's weird. I got 31 again.
Nice.
Oh.
31 points of damage. You watch as Fakos runs up with the poison dagger right into Aina's side. She definitely felt it, for sure. As she pulls around and you rip the dagger out. What else you got?
I will. You know what? I'll pull back. I will pull back the way I came, like 10 feet. See what happens.
Okay.
I wish I could
End
send
of
these.
Fakos' turn. It is Salvador.
I wish I could send these fucking digital dice to goddamn dice jail. I'm gonna leave the circle in the center for now, and I am going to. I can't get to her, so I am going to cast. Let's see what we got here. Shit, there's really not much I can do. Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and cast Mass Cure Wounds on everyone. Hopefully it's not shit. 13 plus 5, 18 points of healing to everybody.
Wonderful.
And then I'm just gonna hang back here in case I need to do anything
Okay.
on this side of the
Quick
house.
healing job by Salvador and passes the torch to Albus. Albus, you are up.
Well, I'm gonna cast Blight. DC 19 con save.
She is going to. I think she. Oh, she makes that an advantage. Still doesn't matter. She fails, but she's going to choose to succeed instead.
Okay, fair enough.
RIP.
Fair enough. And then that's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all. How? Is that you, Tucker? That's next to me back there.
Yes,
How dead do you look?
I'm less than half.
Okay, so I'll give him 4d6 of heals all right now with my bonus
Gracias.
action, healing light.
Okay.
And that is for 17 points
Sweet,
of
I'll
healing.
take it.
Quick burst of radiant energy leaves Albus's body into Salvador's, and Salvador feels replenished.
Thanks.
And then I will remain steadfast where I am.
With that, it is Aina's turn. Again. You would come into my home, murder my kin, all for me, all for the prophecy of a man claiming to be trusted, a man whose face you've never even seen. She's going to let out 2 more psychic whispers. They're not a spell. It is 1 targeting Albus and 1 targeting Fakos.
Why Shorty got beef?
So I need wisdom saving throws from each of you.
I rolled a 24.
From all of it? Oh.
A whiz save.
From the action, from the threats.
That's gonna be a big old 5.
So
Inspiration.
Albus, okay. I was gonna say, Albus, you succeed.
Natural 20 on the inspiration roll, which brings it right back. Holy
There you
shit.
go. Hell yeah, man.
Fuck, that's a roller coaster.
I'd say so. All right, so both of you save on the psychic whispers. She's now going to strike at Zibby first with a one of her like tentacle attacks, basically. 22 to hit. Okay. Take 6d6 piercing and 6d6 necrotic. $31 piercing.
Right.
$26 necrotic.
Oh fucking gosh.
I need you to make a DC Constitution or Constitution saving throw, please.
Sounds it. Uh, 22.
22. I also need that. Didn't you fail last time?
Yes, I did.
I need you to make a saving throw for me. Constitution saving throw.
Shit. Damn. Shitty again. 11.
You fail. Next one, you're dead.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, spaghetti.
You are now poisoned. Oh, 22. No, you're not poisoned.
I was about to say, I'm like,
Okay.
what the fuck is this saving DC?
And now
Million.
her passive insight is 19. Her passive insight is 19. She knows you're fucked up. She's coming for you. So she's going to take the second attack at you. That'll hit with a 26. Nope, it's a tentacle attack. Basically, it's her robe. Basically, like making her robe reach out and lash onto you and attack you.
So it's a
22 or 20.
anything over 6.
Oh yeah, you're down. You take a total of like 30 points of damage, so you are down. You guys watch as Zibby falls unconscious.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is now Zibby's turn to make a death saving throw.
Natural 20. Natural 20.
It is now Captain Tarak's turn. Tarak no longer has advantage, but is going to do a bonus action. I got second level spells left. Branding Smite. And then as an action, he's going to take 2 attacks. First one will have the Branding Smite if it hits. It'll hit with a 26. So a total of 2d6 plus 8. It's 15. Plus the Branding Smite. Two. Plus a second level Divine Smite. Which is 2d8. 31 points of damage on the first as Captain Tarak brings down his greatsword and absolutely fucking mollywops over the head. He's going to do it again. This one will not have the Branding Smite, but if he hits, he's going to pump another second level into this smite. Let's see. He gets a plus. That might not hit. It does hit. Just hits. Tarak hits with the second one. He's going to pump a second level Divine Smite into that as well, ending his second level spells. That is a total of 2d8. Just 25 or 22 points of damage on the second. He's gonna scream in her fucking face. And in his turn. It is now Fakos' turn.
Fakos is going to use 2 sorcery points to cast a quicken spell. I'm going to cast Booming Blade as a bonus action. So my dagger, my poison dagger, has this lightning thunder damage, whatever you want to call it, energy around it, and I will close the distance with what's her name?
The bitch.
The target. Bitchy target. and attempt to flank, kind of stepping around the body of the fallen man I don't really know.
Okay.
Mission failed. Get him next time.
Exactly. And I will attack. Oh. I'm gonna use my inspiration to reroll one of these.
Let me know what the roll is.
I rolled a 2, a 4, and then
Oh.
my inspiration die was a 3.
God damn it. I can't help you there.
Yep. So plus 7. That's 10. Does 10 hit?
10 does not hit.
Oh.
Jesus.
And I can't disengage because I used my bonus action to cast Booming Blade. Well.
Yeah.
That's it. At least Booming Blade's still up.
Nightmare, nightmare, nightmare.
All right.
Wasn't
After
good.
Falcos' failed attempt on Aina, it is now Salvador's turn.
I'm going to cast.
You're an incredible nation.
Fuck. I'm looking over, seeing a lot of people just like stabbing and poking. I'm going to attempt to cast Silence on her.
Okay.
And I cast it.
Okay. She's gonna let it go off.
Alright. That is all I'm gonna do now.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't do anything else.
All right. Salvador, you cast the silence spell over Aina. It goes off as planned. Everything inside is quiet. Albus, it is your turn.
Eldritch Blast. Natural 20 Eldritch Blast.
Nice.
Hell yeah, we love those.
Woo.
For 19 points. Yeah, 7 times 2 plus 5. 19 points of force damage.
19 points of damage, and she is pushed back against the wall.
Okay.
Have to take an additional d6 worth of damage. Yeah. So she'll take another 4 on the d6.
And then my downed homie, I'll use my bonus action. Am I within 60 feet of my downed homie?
Yeah, you are.
I'll give you a d6 of some healing, and that's going to be 5 HP, babe. So you have that now, too. On top. And then I'm going to also just remain chilling.
Okay, as soon as you hit her with the damage of Eldritch Blast, she's going to teleport.
Ah!
It's a feature
Oh,
of the
because
spell.
that's not a spell. Yes.
And she's going to be... Yeah, you just hit her with the Eldritch Blast again, and she's going to appear right behind it.
You can't hurt me, boo boo.
Don't fucking tempt God.
It is now Aina's turn. Aina looks banged up. Go ahead and everyone make perception checks.
All right. 21.
Everyone make perception checks.
Damn, what
Ooh,
happened? 7.
20,
You just your
30,
courage. Make a perception check.
20.
Doesn't take a lot, but 15 is the DC. The door has just been hit. Someone is trying to break in here.
Go away.
You hear the dragon horn. The Emperor has arrived for his prize. They are attempting to break down the door.
We gotta take her before he kills her.
So, it is Aina's turn. Aina also hears the Emperor's arrival. Fear, for the briefest moment, for the first time, flashes across her face. However, she is not retreating. Albus, you are directly in front of her. She's going to absolutely fucking unload on you. So she's going to make 2 of her fabric tentacle arm attacks on you. Natural 20 on the first.
Okay.
Natural 1 on the second.
Okay.
All things in balance. All right, so you're going to take a total of 6d6 piercing damage, doubled, and 6d6 necrotic damage, doubled.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. And I'm gonna wait for you to finish saying what you're saying.
D6 for this. Really? I do. $40 piercing damage.
Okay.
$50 necrotic damage. 5
I am resistant to necrotic damage.
Okay.
55.
25 points of necrotic damage.
Do you want this con save from me right now?
I do indeed.
How does a dirty 20 do against that?
That is a success.
Let's go.
Oh, Salvador, I believe we forgot to do your saving throw again. So go ahead and make a saving throw.
Do I die? Let's see. Find out.
After she hits me twice, I just want to like point my
24.
finger at her and be like, "Owie!" And then I'll hit her with a hellish rebuke.
Okay, she's going to counterspell that.
All right.
And then she's going to do a couple of things. She's going to launch a Psychic Whisper at Falcos and a Psychic Whisper at Salvador.
Counterspell.
It's not a spell.
Oh, you're not going to counterspell her counterspell?
I don't have a counterspell.
Say, not a spell, just a feature.
It's just fun to say.
So Salvador, I need a Wisdom saving throw, and I need one from Falcos as well.
15.
God damn.
Fail.
12.
Fail. So, you're both going to take 6d6 psychic damage, and then I'll read you the rest of it.
This is gonna kill me. For now.
24 psychic damage,
I guess it's not crit.
and you are stunned until the end of Aina's next turn.
Shit. Dope.
Aina is then going to... Actually, she's going to stay right where she's at. She likes being close to Albus. That's going to end Aina's turn. It is now Zibby's turn. You guys were doing real well on those Psychic Whisper saves for a long, 3 rounds of combat.
I know. Son of a gun.
I just got hurt for the first time.
Same.
And it hurt a lot.
I've been taking a walloping.
I'll tell you what I know, boys. Hurt a lot. And then smacked both my spells just out of the way. I only have 2.
I'm gonna cast negative.
I only got the
Yeah.
friggin' 2.
Constitution saving throw 16.
So you know what we do now? We
Not 1, but she's going to choose to succeed.
fisticuffs. Alright, that, depending on how these rules work, that's been 3 of them.
It's gonna be 12 points of damage.
She actually has 4 a day.
This is bullshit.
So she gets 12 points of, and then I'm gonna slam the superior potion I have.
Okay.
That's 3d4s. Superior.
4D.
It's 4d4.
You don't have a superior.
I mean, what do I have?
Raiders 44.
Raider 4d4.
Yep.
I'm a slam. That'll be my turn.
Okay. Tarak's turn. What he's got left? He don't got a lot of shit left. He's gonna bonus action Searing Smite,
Yarr.
and then he's gonna fucking send it and hope to God.
Is he moving?
Yeah, he's gonna get as close. Fuck, he's gonna have to action dash.
35, 45, 15, 20.
Yeah. And that's all he's got. It is then Falco's turn. Falcos is stunned. Has no turn. Salvador
I am stunned.
has no turn. Albus.
Fucking whipping around. Bonus action, booming blade on my scimitar, and I'm gonna swing on Shoddy. You fuck with your boy, you're gonna get hit. You know what I'm saying? Does a
Go for it.
Does a 22 hit her?
It will.
Oh, you wench! That's one.
It's on you, devil.
All right. So that is 8 slashing,
Okay.
and then 14 fire.
As you cut at Aina, you cut too deep. And you sever a vital artery.
Fuck this bitch.
And blood begins to spit out.
I can't fix that.
As it does, Aina falls to the floor and begins to bleed out.
Do I still have to wait till my turn?
You sure as fuck do, homie.
Yes!
Because she's not a PC. There's no like death saving.
Yeah.
So, on Aina's turn, she breathes her last breath. As she does, she says, "You will pay in blood." And she dies. As you begin to recover, as the stuns drop on Salvador and Falcos, and as you come to realize what has happened, you have but a moment to react, as you can hear the door beginning to shatter and break inward. If there's anything that anyone would like to do, now is the opportunity to do so.
I was going to like yell to everybody, "Quick, restrain her!" And then I'm going to begin to cast Revivify.
Okay. Anyone else have anything they would like to do? How long does Revivify take to cast?
It's one action, so I can do it instantly. So basically, the second that she's tied up, like fingers and shit, so she can't cast.
As soon as she comes to, I can do
Hey, I'll start breaking fingers.
Yeah, I guess I would say that too. I'd probably snap all her fingers before I wake her up.
On the before she's arisen. So you can cast that on anything. It doesn't have to be it's a target object or creature.
Okay. Can you do? But I thought Revivify you have to be touching the person.
Revivify, yeah.
Yeah, it's touch.
Yeah, but as soon as she comes to, I'm gonna throw the sphere and just that she's locked in.
Oh, okay. You can certainly try.
Okay.
I like I would say as I'm like kind of like touching her body, similar to what Albus said, I go through and I snap all of her fingers. And
so
then,
you 100% are not casting Revivify and snapping fingers.
I'll snap
Okay.
fingers.
I'll yell to somebody, disable her fingers.
I'll snap fingers, and I'll ray of frost them as I'm snapping them. I'll break them all and I'll freeze them all.
I'm just gonna yell at everyone like, get away as soon as she's up. I'm like, oh, get away as soon as she's up. I got it.
All right, well, I'm breaking her fingers.
Because I'm gonna throw a resilient sphere, so she can't break out of it.
Okay, fair enough. But the fingers are broken.
All right. Then I would just look at you, kind of like as the spell goes off, give you a nod, and then just kind of roll out of the way.
Fucking jump, dive, roll.
Yeah. So a couple of things here. One, as you revive Aina, and she takes damage from you snapping her fingers and all of that, she's gonna teleport away. She has far step the same every time she takes damage. She's able to teleport.
But wouldn't she be coming back with hit points still? And would she even have time to react the moment she comes back to life? His spell goes off.
Reaction. Yeah, it's a reaction.
Because
Alright.
as soon as he caused damage, she teleports.
I mean,
Hate to see it. Well, I
I
mean,
was
she would have
breaking her
teleported.
fingers before he woke her up. You know, 'cause
It
now
wouldn't.
I did say.
It wouldn't have mattered then. She would have teleported anyways.
Where
But
does
she
she
was
teleport to?
60 feet away.
So somewhere in the room, or into the army outside the door.
Nope. She can only go to where she can see. Just teleport in the back side of the room.
And then,
Oh, I would have been over there still. I wouldn't have moved. I'd be waiting at the
okay.
door for them to come in.
Okay.
The
That's
dragon guy.
well,
Yep.
I would have been running across, trying to get there.
Yeah, I was just staying put.
So to be very clear, a reaction is instantaneous. She teleports away. There's no
Gotcha.
speaking- Yeah,
Okay.
60 feet to get to where she teleports because she's teleporting 60 feet away. The only person within range to take an opportunity attack, which I will grant, would 100% be Fakos. So Fakos, if you would like to take an opportunity attack on Aina, you
I will-
absolutely can.
Non-lethal damage if I could.
Okay.
Okay, so it comes down to this roll, huh?
That or she dies. One of the two.
Still got her Brazilian sphere.
She's also
is
back
a-
in.
14 plus. This. Why am I all over the place here? Plus 7, so 21.
21 will hit.
All right, and that is going to
She
do
only has 1 hit point with Revivify.
beautiful.
Unconscious. So not really unconscious unless you're gonna like hit her with the
Yeah, like the butt of the dagger, like right to the head.
perfect. Yeah. You hit her in the butt in the butt. You hit her in the butt with the butt.
Yeah.
But on
You hit her in the
action.
head with the butt of your blade, with the pommel of your blade, and Aina falls and crumbles unconscious on the ground. Timing could not be more impeccable. As the door breaks inward, you hear the long, drawn-out blast of the dragon horn, followed by 2 short blasts. And through the crushed doorway steps a 6'2" figure, clad in mithril plate armor,
Oh, great.
face completely concealed behind a helm in the shape of a dragon.
I get down on one knee.
So does
I-
Tarak. Tarak bows and gets on a knee.
I also would.
Yeah, I'll just follow Tarak's.
Yep.
It's POTUS.
The Emperor walks up to the party, sees Aina on the ground, and says, and I will say, as the Emperor speaks, most of you would have only ever met the Emperor when he bestowed you the honor of being Tenebrae. Tarak, when he betrayed and delivered the head of a rebel king. However, the voice is warbled, the helm altering the voice. It sounds sexless almost, but there's like a masculine undertone to it. Welcome, Aina. Welcome to the fight. You have been a very tricky rat. The Emperor, at his waist, drapes something that you guys have seen maybe once before if you've ever been in combat with the Emperor. It is his flail. It is this one-handed flail that has 5 chains separating off the main pommel into 5 multicolored dragon heads. He walks forward to Tarak and to the rest of you. Did she give you much trouble?
A bit, but she's down.
Good. You've done so much more than you could ever know. Now, get her up, restrain her, and bring her to. I want to question her. Now. Everyone else, out! The entourage, the vanguard that has accompanied the Emperor through Evergreen City, melts back through the doorway. Tarak melts to the doorway and stands just on the exterior of the doorway with his back towards the Emperor, leaving you four and the Emperor in the room with Aina.
Okay.
You don't have to put anybody on the table.
I'll do my best to tie her up.
Yeah, I would say I would give some assistance.
Okay.
I don't know if I can do a special finger wrap so that she can't be very dexterous.
Are there any chairs?
There's like a lot of the room got fucking just absolutely blasted for all the magic ricocheting off the walls and shit. But there are like old wooden, like finely carved, like elvish chairs.
We're gonna tie our hands to that.
Yep, drag one over, put her body in that while everyone ties her up.
Wrap our hands to where she can't move them.
Yeah, her fingers and hands look fucked from Albus snapping them. Like she's definitely not able to cast somatic component spells.
I take no pleasure in this.
So, as you guys restrain her and you slap her to a consciousness, she raises her head, wiggles in the chair, and locks to the helm of the Gray Emperor. The first words out of Aina's mouth are, "So you've caught me then. A war. Tens of thousands of lives. Over what? A prophecy from a man whose face was never revealed?" The Great Emperor laughs. He says, "I have more than that." You see a stirring and feel a stirring at the doorway. Tarak steps aside, and through the doorway steps something that you have only heard rumors of, but never seen. Through the doorway steps a at this point, a six-tailed white fox. The Emperor turns and says, "Kinokage, your tenebrae did good this day." The Kinokage bows his head, does not kneel, but bows his head ever so slightly, almost on par with the Emperor, and smiles. "We finally have her. We can put this all to bed. Without her, there's no artifact. And without her, everything is safe." The Emperor, faceless though he may be inside his helm, looks contemplative at the Kinokage. "No." The voice almost sounds deeper and multifaceted. Simultaneous voices at once. "I will have my prize." He turns to Aina, points at her, and is going to cast a 9th level imprisonment. Chains start to sprout from the ground around the Emperor and around this treasure room. The treasure begins to dissolve from existence as the cost of the spell begins to eat away at the weight of the room. The
Damn.
chains bind up her body and start to grip her around the shoulders. Ever so slowly, the chains start to drag Aina into the stone dais below her feet, imprisoning her in stone. And as she goes, the Emperor begins questioning. The Kinokage believes that you know the whereabouts of a powerful artifact named the Celestial Orb. Where is it, Aina? Tell me and I'll spare the rest of your people. I will call off my purge. The voice again becomes multifaceted. Or I will hunt down the children, and I will peel the flesh from their bones. Aina simply looks at the helm, no fear in her eyes. I never have seen, nor touched, nor heard of your orb until you attached my name beside it. The Emperor again. Tell me, Aina, or there'll be a fate crueler than death. 1,000 years locked in stone. I will move your palace to the Shadowfell, and I will check every eon to see how it twists you. Again, the stone begins to consume her. At this point, it's up to her waist. Aina disappearing, being drugged by the chains into the stone. You've been lied to. I never had the orb. Not now. Not ever. The Emperor appears shook and looks at the Kinokage. The Kinokage, fearful for the first time, trembling. You see the Emperor reach for his flail. As Aina gets pulled to her neck, she says one last curse. I will rise from the stone. I will erase your very existence from the planes of the multiverse. And I will take back our kingdom with your very orb. As she begins to drift into stone, you watch as the top of her head is eclipsed. The moment her head disappears, Bakos, the moment her head disappears from stone, the Emperor, in a flash, the flail that he has gripped in his hand whips in your direction. He's going to take a surprise attack, and as he does, he says, "No witnesses." Bakos, you are hit. I will roll a D20 here. Oh, that's really unfortunate. So it's a 19 on the die for a total of 33.
Yeah, it'll hit.
As the flail hits you, you're going to take a D8's worth of damage. So 14 bludgeoning damage. Okay. And then you're going to take 5d4 acid damage.
Oof.
19 acid damage, or 9 acid damage. Sorry.
Okay.
Would anyone like to enter initiative, or would anyone like to try anything to get out of what they're in right now? Okay. We are
I
going
also
to
would.
initiative order. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-roll initiative for,
The Great Emperor.
yeah, for the Great Emperor, and keep your guys' initiative for simplicity.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll remind you what the initiative order is. This is fun for me.
The plot twist. We all knew it was gonna be eerily similar to the Terminalist. No witnesses.
The Great Emperor rolled a 20, the dirty 20, but a 20 on his initiative. The Great Emperor goes first.
Oh.
So, the Great Emperor is going to point at the most robust. I'll make an insight check. A 16. This is passive insight. No, doesn't matter. 16. I would say you're all pretty fucked up. So he's just going to reach out to who's the closest. So he's going to attempt to cast Finger of Death on Albus. Anyone want to use a reaction for anything?
Your boy does not have any of that shit.
Okay.
10,000 years of pain.
I need a Constitution saving throw from Albus then.
Tact. It was going to be a natural 20, but instead it's a 19.
That is a failure. You needed a 20 to succeed.
Fair enough.
You're going to take 7d8 plus 30 damage.
Roll a lot of ones.
76 points of damage. Necrotic damage.
7, 8, 8. Oh, necrotic?
Yes.
I'd take 30. 9.
76, you would take
38.
38, yeah.
Ow.
The Great Emperor is then going to make a melee attack. He hit Falcos once. The Great Emperor, with no warning, says no witnesses. Hits Falcos, almost takes off his head. As the Great Emperor raises his left arm, points a finger of death at Albus, and absolutely rocks his shit, the Tiamat's flail comes back down on Falcos. With a... Oh, that actually might not... That might not hit.
He's not good at that one thing he was supposedly good at.
Does a 19 hit?
Not with shield.
There you go. As the Tiamat's flail comes back down, you throw up shield and block it. After that, we're basically in this, like, you guys are all within like 15 feet of each other. So we're kind of, we can do theater of the mind, or I can put it on the board. But basically what you see, yeah, we'll make this the Grey Emperor, is what you got for the moment. And then you've got Tarak as well.
The door.
Salvador, you are actually up first.
Seeing how this is gonna go down and having heard the legends of this guy, Salvador is a PMC, so this boy is not gonna try to help everybody, and he's gonna just try to fucking dip out. He's gonna cast Shield of Faith on himself and then try to head for the door and push past, what's his name?
Okay. As you hit Captain Tarak does not move. He is your enemy, and he is standing in the doorway blocking your... You will have to attack and physically move him out of the way to get through.
Okay. I will actions bring out my giant slayer greatsword and attempt to whack him and then push past.
All right, send it.
He has also not taken a turn in combat, so I get an additional 2d8.
Okay.
That's not gonna hit. Fuck. 10 points. Or 10.
That will not hit.
I'm just still trying to push past.
Okay. You were stuck at the doorway in front of our boy. Albus. It is your turn, my friend.
The goddamn fucking atrocity. Can I try to intimidate the king?
You can attempt to intimidate the Grand Emperor if you'd like.
Perfect. Not in like
Right.
I want to kill you, but in a respect me enough to just let me leave type of way.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. All right, this is my only shot, guys. I swear, and it's a stretch.
Huh?
No, it was closer to 20, but for a total of a 31.
Ooh, that's really
31. You're gonna hate this.
good. You're all dying to.
That's a really, really good roll, and I would love to reward you with it. But there's a mechanical reason why I cannot. The Emperor is immune to being intimidated.
That makes sense.
All right, well, I'm going to Eldritch Blast homie blocking the door.
All right.
And we're going to push him out of the way.
There we go.
23 to hit him.
That'll hit him.
He'll take 9 points of force damage and get pushed back 10 feet.
All right. He is pushed back out of the doorway.
Then I'm running. running.
It's like right at him, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna be like 5 feet past him.
Okay. After Albus, Zibby.
Seeing the opportunity, I'm going to take off running for the door, and then as soon as I cross the threshold of seeing out into
Where were you at?
I was right here.
Okay.
Seeing the threshold as soon as I can in the distance, dimension door as far as away as I can.
Oh, you're not. Oh, you're gonna stay in the room and try to cast Dimension Door?
No. I'm gonna burn my feet, try to get to the door, and just look out into the distance, 500 feet, dimension door.
Yeah, you're not going anywhere. Counterspell. Yeah.
Damn.
You can certainly try if you actually have Counterspell prepared.
I do.
Damn, you didn't. You
We have
just
2 spell
you
slots.
let your whole party get rocked by magic, fucking all night. Holy shit!
Damn.
Relax,
Didn't use that
fuck
shit
ass.
one time.
Oh, I tried to use it twice. And he's like, no, you can't use it because it's slow.
Bro,
I don't know,
every
there was-
man for himself. We're assassins right now, bro.
I mean,
If you've got a 8th level,
It's a level.
okay, so you've
You
got
can
to
take people with you when you dimension door, you bitch.
make a DC 18 Arcana check.
DC
One person.
I'm right next to him.
I am too.
Yeah, but fuck you.
I'm jumping in that shit because I'm next.
17 for 25.
There you go.
Nice.
Counterspell to counterspell. You are able to Dimension Door 500 feet away into
The battle.
into a hitched fight.
Honestly, better off.
Better off. I'm in the crowd. They all know.
Technically, wouldn't 500 feet away be the pit?
Well, no, he's meant to
There's
go through
2
that. You
doors,
guys
right?
are-
Yeah, I
Yeah,
know,
there's
I
2
know, I know.
doorways. Yeah.
I go the wrong direction.
I disappear into the battle.
I mean, you will 100% be dead at the end of this, but that was good. I love the counterspell, but you're not.
You're not. I'm not done with you. I'm not done with you.
The middle of Spartan warfare, just in the middle.
Yeah. You're a very, very wounded person, dressed like an imperial soldier. Like you're in a bad place. So we'll make some checks.
Raped and pillaged.
After Zibby, it's Tarak's turn. Tarak is at the doorway with Albus. He's going to attack Albus.
Let me kill myself, all right? Just like, can I do it myself then? But I am going to reaction cast shield with my staff of defense.
As a bonus action, who's he got left? First level. As a bonus action, he's going to do a Searing Smite.
I'm sure he wouldn't.
And he's going to take 2 attacks at you.
You sure?
First is a 22 to hit.
God damn it! Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So that'll be a Searing Smite, which is an additional D6 plus you are. So 13 plus a D6, 17 points of damage. 4 of it's fire damage.
Unstoppable.
Second one. And a D8. Sorry, a D8 for the Divine Smite, which is an 8. So an 8 points of radiant damage. So we burn that first level.
Half to 4. Still puts me under.
Unconscious.
Uh-huh.
Oh. Okay. With the Divine Smite, Captain Tarak knocks one of your party, I wouldn't say friends, but party members unconscious.
Coworker.
Coworker.
Never playing a warlock again.
He's an acquaintance.
Falkos, you are up. You are next to the Emperor. What are we doing, friend?
Just
Bakos.
yourself, dude.
I mean, essentially, so Falkos is going to kind of reflecting on everything, knowing, kind of having an idea this is probably going to happen, kind of operating in ways like no witnesses, like this is kind of standard. We're not going to get away. This is fucked. I'm going to look at the Grey Emperor and be like, fine. I'll flip him off, and then at the tip of my finger, a small red bead will appear,
Hell yeah.
and then fucking 4th level fireball.
Hell yeah. Fucking sending himself out.
I like it.
Kamikaze.
And just to see, you know, let's fuck up the Grey Emperor a little bit.
You won't.
I mean, he'll remember me.
He's got
maybe.
He's got that full immunity armor.
6, 7, 8, 9, 96, and a DC 16 deck save from His Majesty.
Excuse me.
He fails, but it's going to choose to succeed.
Understandable. So, I mean, not that it matters for damage calculation. I'm fully dead.
Damn.
Well, maybe not. I mean, I'm definitely like unconscious, and no one's gonna revive me. I don't think I doubled my. I definitely didn't double my hit points, but yeah, I'm fucked. I'm dead.
Suicide.
I wish I could have.
The
Both
Grey
my
Emperor still takes
It
half
can go
damage.
off. has 2 spells.
I mean, if that's the case, you know, 12, 18, 19, 20,
I got cuffed, boys.
24, 25, 26, 30. I
So you
mean,
got cucked.
33 points of damage.
How'd you get cucked?
Both my spells got fucking.
Huh?
Just went.
33 points of damage. You guys watch, those of you who are still up, watch as Falkos flips off the Emperor and lights off a fireball. At the end of the fireball, Falkos is on the ground, not moving, and the Emperor, you can see like the armor does save him from a lot, but he looks like he took the full brunt of that fireball. Like you can see the singe, you can see everything. He raises Tiamat's flail and points at his next target. At the top of the order is the Grey Emperor, who is still up at this point.
I am.
Salvador and Zibby, right? Zibby's out in the fucking wilds.
Yeah, so I think it's just me that's still up in the room. Facing off with fucking homeboy.
The Grey Emperor looks at you and kind of cocks his head. He goes, "You're durable. I'll give you that." He's going to what has he got left? Oh, you know what? He's gonna raise the flail of Tiamat. And you're going to see the 5 heads lift up and fold into like a cone, and they blast.
This is probably gonna heal you.
Oh, for sure.
They blast out 5 different colors of flame in a swirling pattern: green, black,
Sick.
blue, white, and red.
You know what they say in
Of
Avatar?
healing
Light.
fire.
Fire is breath.
I
Fire
need
is
a
life.
dexterity saving throw from Salvador, please.
We got
Uncle Iroh in this moment would say,
toxic product, red as
This is
fire.
also going to hit Tarak.
6.
Tarak fails as well. Both of you take 14d6 damage.
Holy hell!
Rock's a fucking simp, I tell you what.
I'm not going to roll all that, so I'm going to do it digitally. So that is
There's no way this doesn't put me down.
44 points of damage.
That'll put me down. But I pop up with 1 HP. Does it put down the dude behind me?
Tarak?
Yeah.
No. He's hurt badly, but he's not down.
I know I should have swung on this
Let me
motherfucker.
just subtract.
Why didn't you just let me kill this bitch?
Should have. We all knew this was the name of the game, and our own fate would meet us just as quick.
You know what sucks is
This is so fucked up, but I'm going to do it anyway. The Emperor is going to walk up as you're like popping back up and like barely alive, like barely hanging on the ground. The Emperor is going to walk up with the Kino Kage and say, he's going to like look at him, and the Kino Kage is going to look at the Emperor, look into your eyes, and say, "No witnesses." And then as a bonus action, the Gray Emperor is going to use his gift of the Chromatic Dragon, which is 1d4's worth of damage. It's 2.
Nice.
The last thing you
I come
hear-
back up with 1 hit point.
Again?
The amulet I have, there's no limit. It's just unless I die, I can't go down.
What's the item that you have?
It's the parapet of wound closure. While wearing this pendant, you stabilize whenever you are dying at the start of your next turn.
Oh, at the start of your next turn. Yeah, so there's a 6 second.
Oh, that's true. So I would technically already be down then.
Yeah.
Right.
And stabilized doesn't mean 1 hit point. It just means no death saving throw.
You don't have any health left. So when he hits you with the yeah, when he hits you with the 2 hit points worth of like chromatic, he like literally just like barely lifts up his hand. It's just straight to your fucking dome. And the last thing you hear is "No witnesses" from the Kino Kage.
Got him.
All right. Since somebody got away, we're gonna roll some dice here. I'm not gonna role play him going through everything.
Away.
No, as soon as we get out there, reaction, fucking, I'm throwing up shit.
Establish important canon.
Yeah, so
It's true.
D&D mechanics, right, require dice rolls. So we're gonna roll some dice. So there's a couple of things to consider here. One, very clearly said, there's about, at this point, probably like close to 4,000 people out here fighting in the palace. Like they have retreated. You heard the retreat, so you know that the elves retreated into the palace where you guys are. So this is literally like, there's no like 500 feet and you're like into like a forest. You're 500 feet and you're in
The castle.
the castle in a fight. Like, a
Bloodbath.
fight. Yeah, it is close quarters.
Blood wedding.
I won't I'm not gonna do a bunch of like opportunity attacks or anything. So what I'm gonna simply do is I'm gonna do a couple of things. One, a general luck check. So roll a d20.
See if you don't get stabbed
Let
immediately.
me roll some attack rolls on this fool.
You know what?
Natural 1.
10.
Oh.
And you land into a pocket, a fairly dense pocket of soldiers when you dimension door. It is overwhelmingly elvish because the elves have been pushed back, so you're at the rear line, the last of the elves. It is overwhelmingly an elvish line that you come into.
I'm one of you.
Next, I'm gonna roll a d20.
Hello, fellow kids.
Okay, good to know. Now, you can have shield up, but shield is a reaction and it's good for 6 seconds. And you only have so many spell slots, and you are in the middle of a palace. So what we're gonna do is this. I'm gonna have each of my other 3 players
Shit.
roll
Yay.
d20s with a +6 modifier.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Rolling
damn.
high or low?
With advantage?
Nope.
I got a.
I'm pretty sure Christian rolled a natural 20.
Oh, I rolled a 2.
I also rolled a nat 20.
Nice. Well, you're dead. Sorry.
Okay. So, the shield will not work on the nat 20s. It will not. So, I'll have each of you roll 2d6s. These are long sword attacks. So these are 2d6s plus 3. They both rolled natural 20s, so they're both going to double.
46 plus 3.
Crit.
15.
Will he make it through the first stabbing?
20.
Oh, nope. No way.
Albus, I will allow you, because you were able to get away from the Grey Emperor, I will allow you to depict how you fall in glorious, glorious battle.
Murdered on the back enemy lines.
Paint me a word picture. How do you die?
Yeah, it's Ziggy, not me, you.
Oh, yeah, sorry. That was really anticlimactic for how good that was.
No, I didn't get away.
I thought you were gonna get a how you want to do this. I was like, oh shit.
Zibby! It was my Italian friend. Tell me how you died.
Yeah, so I come out at Dimension Door, shocked, because I'm surrounded by elves. And I'm like, these aren't my people. And then immediately throw up shield, try to stop it, but the elves, seeing my garbs and what I'm wearing, that I'm an honor guard, just immediately take the opportunity and just hack it. I have 5 guys just hack. So first 2, pew, pew, hit the shield, but destroy the shield. The next 3 just come in, swat, swat, swat. Just one in the neck, one in the side, and then
Okay,
one
Julius
back.
Caesar.
And
You
then
too,
it
Brute.
track simultaneous, and I just drop and fall.
So, unbeknownst to our party,
The final Emma Falls.
about 3 days later, the palace has been cleared. The main central dome where you guys fought Aina. The Grey Emperor stands on the far side in one of the doorways. In the other doorway, the Kino Kage. They work beautiful, powerful magic together. Over the course of an hour, the temple slowly is teleported
Damn.
somewhere. And with that, we'll end our one shot.
Awesome. Okay.
Everybody lose.
Now I see what you meant by this is not gonna be a fun one because we were all bound to die at the end. I did like it though. The lore was really cool.
Yes. You know that thing that when you have like a plan and then you execute and then you realize immediately that would have been a better plan?
Oh no, what could you have done?
If I would have cast Fireball at the 3rd level and taken just a little less damage, I have a feat called Strength of the Grave.
Yeah, the comeback.
Yeah, but I'd have to roll for it. But if I did, then I'd have 1 hit point, but I'd still look like I was down, and I'd still have my 4th level spell slot to Dimension Door the other way, back towards the back path, and fucking try and sneak out the back.
Well, you know what they say: woulda, coulda, shoulda.
Hindsight 2020.
Let me wrap this up. Let me wrap up the recording, and then we can off camera. So, thanks for watching, Chris. Hope you're enjoying your vacation, much deserved. So, bye.
Ah!
Bye.
Bye.
Well, bye.
Bye.